What's up, Paul? I'm only hoping that, like so many of these guys, they end up flaking on me right at 0 hour. I'm hoping that guy doesn't do that. What's up? Hey, what's up, Root Words? Long time no see, man. How you doing? Yeah, apparently my profession is traitor to all. You know, I'll detail you the conversation I just had with this guy. I mean, over the last couple of hours. Let's be honest. It's like this just happened, and I'll show you the video itself here in a second. And the commentary, so to show you what he thinks of my profession here in a bit. But hello everybody. This was definitely an unexpected live stream. I was not planning on having this before. Like I said, I was intent on having my discussion with Archangel on Thursday. So normally I'm supposed to be playing on my other channel, but here we are. So let's get right to it. Let me just show this video right quick. Archer! I hope to God he's not scratching my damn couch. I'll talk about that. Give me 1 second. Let me get this. There we go. And then... aha. Bam. All right. So I was somebody on my channel, on my Discord channel, by the way, check out my Discord if you haven't already, sent me a link to this video, and then it turns out this guy is kind of a bit of a gold mine for content. But what happened is that he his video, you can't see it because I have the thing up top, but his video is root word Amir Amir AMIR, comma Amir AMEER, America is Moorish land. But hey,
I'm gonna have to do these this little video and some, you know,
let's listen in on what this guy's all about.
Some of my Christian brothers, you know, I need to ask y'all a couple things. We're gonna start off. This is Jeremiah chapter 4.
Nope.
They have not known me. They are foolish children and have not known understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do well they have no knowledge. This is the Treaty of Tripoli, 1796.
Usually it's the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. I didn't realize it's a different treaty.
I'm going to skip down over here. All right. Article 11, as a government of the United States of America is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion.
I'm
just going to leave that right there.
Yeah, unfortunately,
the government of the United States of America is not in
let
any
me see.
sense founded on
Let me know if that
religion.
works.
Okay.
I put the volume all the way up.
America.
Everything's at max.
America. Root word Amir. All right. Amir. See, Amir. Amir, stay with me.
All right, hold on. All right, let's go back.
This is the Treaty of Tripoli, 1796. I'm going to skip down over here. All right. Article 11, as a government of the United States of America is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion. I'm just going to leave that right there. As the government of the United States of America
Let me know if that works.
in any sense founded on the Christian religion. Okay? America.
Okay.
America. Root word Amir. All right?
So here's the argument that he's trying to make. And I know you could probably barely see it, even when I have the screen, I'll have it on full screen. He is making the argument
Amir.
that America is, when you chop it up and you have the first four letters, A-M-E-R, he is saying that is derived from Amir, A-M-E-E-R.
See,
and the definition says see Amir, A-M-I-R.
Amir, stay with me. Stay with me, Christian. Stay with me, Amir. Commander or ruler, chieftain, a lord.
So that's that's literally his entire argument, that America is part of Morocco, based on a specious connection between A-M-E-R and A-M-E-E-R.
You're in Moorish lands, my Christian brothers.
Even though his very definition of American says it right there, American derived from America, which in turn is derived from, as somebody in the chat already mentioned, Amerigo Vespucci, the Italian merchant explorer. So that's where America comes from. The name America, what we give North America, South America, from him, Amerigo Vespucci. His own dictionary, Black's Law Dictionary, as he usually is, contradicts him.
You're in Moorish lands.
And he is claiming that this is like... is he an idiot? I didn't even see this. Letter from George Washington to Muhammad ibn Abdullah, Sultan of Morocco, in 1789. Your Majesty's letter of 1789. So George Washington is sending a letter to Morocco saying, let's make peace with each other, stop raiding our ships, and we'll stop, retaliating. It gives me great pleasure to have the opportunity of assuring your majesty that while I remain at the head of this nation, I shall not cease to promote every measure that may conduce to the friendship and harmony which so happily subsist between your empire and them. Yes, many instances, America as a nation state was a fairly new thing. Most of these other nations outside of the United States were empires, or self-described or self-titled empires. That doesn't mean that that the United States was part of this Moroccan empire.
My Christian brothers.
And that's it. Okay, so I call him out, and I noticed that he's I'm on my other channel, and I noticed that he hid another comment thread between him and I. I'll have to switch to my other one to show it. He says, your dictionary contradicts... Oh, well, you know what? Let me blow this up so you guys can see it. Read it better. There you go. Your dictionary contradicts this claim. Your own dictionary. It specifically states that American comes from America, which in turn is derived from the Italian explorer Amerigo Vespucci. Furthermore, you try to connect American with Amir, despite the fact that American has only one E, so your entire premise is false. Again, this is earlier today. Actually, what you did was expose the lie of Americo. Yeah, that. And it's not my dictionary, but since you want to run your mouth, the root word is emir. Now, was they guy you talking about an emir, or are you referring to a Caucasian? Either Americo was an emir or a Caucasian. Now, let me see you. Something, I don't know. Once again, the dictionary that you are relying on as an authority spells Amir with 2 E's, not 1, but it seems you want to overlook that because it doesn't fit your narrative. Why is it cut off? That's weird. It shouldn't be cut off like that. Maybe it's because I zoomed in. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Now, let me see you untangle the lie. Okay. Additionally, I already stated that Amerigo Vespucci was an Italian explorer. Now, if you are defining Caucasian as encompassing all white-skinned Europeans, then yes, America was a Caucasian. Not that it matters whether or not Americo was Caucasian, and it's still cut off the rest of my comment. All I said was that not that it matters in the first place, because again, Amir is nowhere within the etymology of America. Then he says, then tell me the root word of America. Count the syllables, I'll wait. And having 2 E's doesn't change the root. It's called a vowel in grammar. Okay, and double vowels are commonly used. So he's dismissing the fact that Amir spelled differently has 2 E's instead of 1. He's essentially dismissing that entirely and still going on this idea that AMER is related to AMEER and so forth, and just basically ignoring the obvious history that America's name was derived from. So I already answered your question. America got is from Amerigo Vespucci, who was the first to realize that North and South America were entirely separate continents from Asia. From what I've looked up, America itself is an early biform of Enrico and connected to the German name Emmerich. So I answered his question and he refused to acknowledge it. But let me switch here because, again, to show you that this guy is supposed to be arriving as...
Hey, y'all, I'm going to have to do these... this little video
he hasn't shown up yet.
Segments or a couple parts.
So yeah, he hid this other comment thread. And I told him, hey, I'll tell you what, I've had live discussions on the right to travel and origins of America without the Moors on my other channel. Shout out to Root Words. We can have a discussion on this in greater detail, and we will live stream it from our respective channels. If you're interested, here's my email address. We can use Google Meets, yada, yada, yada. I got no issue with that at all, because my point is well proven. I actually don't think you want to have a live discussion. It's not going to look good for your profession, but hey, I'm always up to... Oh, yeah, I'll show you the comment that serves as the title of this live stream here in a bit. But hey, I'm always up to expose a traitor. If you think you're going to expose me, then by all means, send me an email. We can set up a time and date. I'm free and open during the week after 5. Oh, yeah, don't forget, you still haven't explained the root word of Americo. What's taking so long? These guys really have like a chip on their shoulders, don't they? I mean, I do too, but I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, mostly. I just got home from work and I already gave you the answer. See the comment that are below this one. I await your email so we can have a discussion. Hell, we can have it right now if you're open. 49 minutes ago, I hear you talk and you want to come on my platform as an attorney to prove me wrong. Again, you're funny as hell. We could schedule a discussion. You got a platform. I said 30 minutes ago. Of course I do. Have you used Google Meets before? Go to this link and I'll be waiting. You can then go live on your channel discussion. I can go live on mine. 31 minutes. I saw your platform. Sure, I'll accept the discussion, but I'm not sure what I'd be preparing for since I got nothing to prove. 27 minutes ago. Well, then the link is there, and I plan on going live in 10 minutes or 6:30. I'll be waiting. I like your passion, and you seem to be a worthy adversary. Hell, you might be worth my time. 23 minutes, 60 minutes ago. Again. So, this was 15 minutes ago, and he ain't here. I told him, like, hey, I'm gonna be on live. It sounds like you're right there at your in front of your computer. You didn't say that you weren't able to come on, so hey, here you go, 6:30. You said you didn't need to prepare. You said you were ready to go. So, and I told him that if he flakes out, it's not gonna look good for him. And here's the other another thing that he commented on. And then what I was reading at it, where he talks about obviously the right to travel bit. He also talks about the Latin for phrase for civilly dead. He says where he's arguing this idea that everybody is dead and that the civil rights movement was an attempt by Martin Luther King and others to restore their living status. He seems to associate the phrase civilly dead with civil rights. And I told him, like, no, you're not civilly dead. That's not what that means at all. The term references the act of declaring somebody legally dead. For example, if a parent takes a flight from LA to Tokyo, but the plane becomes lost and is never recovered, the parent's children can motion a court to declare the parent legally dead so they can claim their inheritance, even though the parent's death is not 100% certain. I.e., there's no death certificate, and things of that nature. Or at least one will be handed to them, but still. Civilly dead has nothing to do with civil rights movement. And then here it is. Well, since you're an attorney that makes you right and everybody else wrong, and your words, not mine. Well, I'm glad you're exposing yourself as an attorney. Is a traitor. Attorneys never disclose that they surrender a person over to the jurisdiction of the court once the attorney's motions for leave. No. And you trying to explain to me what I'm actually living or have been through doesn't mean anything. Your bar card is proof that you are a traitor to the Constitution and this republic. Artie, why do you even debate with these people? They're content to live with the friends. I'm less interested in trying to prove them to convince them that they're wrong. More so, I want to understand where they get their ideas. I prefer the idea of having an understanding of where they're coming from rather than trying desperately to desperately change their minds on something. Because you're right, in most of these instances, these guys are evidently convinced of their own correctness and will never change. So, but it's clear to me that he is not showing up. He hasn't updated himself on anything here.
With that, because you sold your people.
Nope, nothing. And so, therefore,
with that, because you sold your.
It's almost 7 o'clock. It's been almost half an hour now. So at this point, hey, thanks for the share, Nick. Thanks for the share, Root Words. At this point, I'm getting ready to call him, call him a flake, and say that this guy is more so scared of me. I don't know why they should be afraid of me. Well, I mean, yes, I do. Okay, Streamlabs, calm the fuck down. What is going on? I'm sorry. I don't know why Streamlabs is doing that to you. Oh, it's because you're. Oh, I think it's because you're not putting a real words. It's because you're not putting a space after the period. So it's the Streamlabs is thinking that you're posting a link. That's why. Well, I mean, if this guy's not showing up, and it doesn't look like he intends on showing up, you know, root words. I mean, it sounds like you kind of you're not necessarily agreeing with them specifically on the etymology of America, his view on it, but you certainly don't agree that America was derived from Americo Vespucci. So if you're willing to come on, come on in. We might, Nathan, if nobody else is going to show up, then I will probably end up starting Alien Isolation early. I won't be on this channel because that's nobody's here. Nobody who's on sub to this channel cares about me getting scared shitless on a PC game. So I'm not going to do that to you guys. So there's the link. I mean, well, Nathan. I know you and Wazoo don't mind watching, but you know the 30 other people watching right now probably don't give a damn about me playing Alien Isolation, and will probably be tuning out. So, because Alien Isolation has nothing to do with sovereign citizens or Moors or anything of that nature, and I'm not going to bait. I'm not going to be that kind of YouTuber where I'm going to bait people with a title and play something completely different. Damn it. So, in the meantime, I did see that Schrodinger as a new video.
Members to use, and I invite everyone.
What's up? I'm here to get my
Oh, I think I've seen this one. Xenomorphs were the first colonists to Amexem. Probably. Yeah, it's not new. I've seen this before.
I got a court order for them. Sorry that nobody knows what this means, but here it is. That's my copy. You can make another copy if you want, but you already have a copy.
Didn't the attorney get that to you yesterday?
He's not my attorney.
For the city attorney?
He's not my attorney.
I know he's not your attorney.
So I don't care what he has to say because I don't take his advice. No, the city of LaPorte has the records, so.
And I do not consent to being recorded.
I don't really care.
Okay. First off, this guy's like shaking his camera like he's having a seizure, but.
Oh, I forgot to mention that Chris is very rude and smug, and he's convinced that he's the smartest person in any room that he's in.
Who failed to show up at court today is now under house arrest until his trial. Blind justice?
We go through this over and over and over. You're a public servant. Get a different job.
Okay.
Learn.
That doesn't mean you have free reign to record anywhere you want in a public building.
A trade. Get a real job, and you won't have to be recorded every time you guys do something stupid.
Says the guy who, as far as I can tell, is unemployed and has lost his children.
But I need my paperwork. Because that's a valid court order. I don't understand what the problem is.
again, I'm going. I have to go back to what I was saying yesterday when I was half drunk. Many times, you know, government workers like this lady, this poor woman, has to deal with assholes like this on a daily basis. So try and cut them some slack.
It's a bunch of old white people down here blowing everybody's money by the millions. Everybody understands the process. Now all of a sudden I got a court order for paperwork that shows you guys did wrong.
Okay, by the end of last night, I was pretty shit-faced. Okay, leave me alone.
Everybody's oblivious to how this goes.
Don't you
Hello,
have both
Cat.
of these?
Go get
For
my
all of them?
paperwork. This is not for you to interpret. Go get the paperwork that's outlined there.
The city attorney has your paperwork.
I don't care.
You don't have to
It's
go
the
to the
city's paperwork. And now it's been determined to be my paperwork. He's not my attorney. He's not a judge. I don't know what part about this you guys don't understand. He doesn't have any authority, and I know it.
Chris, that lady doesn't have the paperwork that you want. You don't just get to stamp your feet as if that will cause her to miracle it for you.
No
The
authority.
city owes me $5 million, so I'll just take it off their debt.
Oh, I also forgot to mention that he thinks that the city owes him $5 million because he said that they do, and they ignored him. Here's him declaring it.
By the way, you owe me $5 million.
All right. Is that a fact?
Thank you for not objecting. Silence is consent when it comes to
No.
death. You guys need to get another attorney.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Probably I'm going to keep doing it the right way. I'm going to send
It's like I don't. Okay, this is one of those things where it's one of I keep telling myself to make a video specifically on this phenomenon, this whole idea of the silence is consent thing, which many of these sovereign citizens, they get this from a procedural thing, but they what's the right term of it? They bastardize it. They manipulate this. They manipulate this maxim to suit their own ends. And what this is that friggin' Pope, yes, you got it. It's the full foisted unilateral agreements thing, where, and the way they argue this is insane, because by their logic, say Jeremy, say I sent to Jeremy, hey, in a letter, hey, you owe me $5 million, and if you don't respond in 15 days, your silence is you saying that you do in fact owe me $5 million. So by their logic, they're saying that I could send these notices to Jeremy over and over and over again and hope he slips up, or that he puts it in the trash because he doesn't want to deal with it anymore. And if that happens, bam, I got him. And now I have an enforceable judgment for $5 million because he didn't disagree with my claim. That's insane. What the That's insane.
people.
Imagine a company doing this to you. Imagine DirecTV randomly sending people out dishes and saying that if you here's a dish, but if you don't send us back the dish and the box, you accept a 2-year contract, and you now have to pay $100 a month.
Go like her to prison. It's more likely the way it'll go.
We don't want that.
Can't really shoot me now. Too much time.
Nobody wants to be shot. I don't want to see anybody shot.
I don't even think they should be armed. Mentally ill people and all that.
I
Anyway.
deal with that too, dude.
It's I know it's dangerous. I deal with it too. You get paid, don't you? You got insurance?
The IRS doesn't do that, dude. paying taxes is a legal obligation, and one of those obligations that you have when you reside in the United States.
Bills are paid? Yeah. I wish I could get a gig like that.
Well, at times.
Unless you're Donald Trump, or you have the or you don't make enough to fall within the bracket, or you have a good enough attorney or accountant to get you through all the loopholes, but I digress.
Bills are paid.
Anyway, how do I get my paperwork?
From the city attorney.
Okay. Well, this is the legal department, and it's not. Do you see his name right there? Because that says City of LaPorte. What's up, Miss Smith?
You've been given your answer.
I'm not talking to you. I have no business with you. This is a civil matter, man.
She's answered.
This is a civil matter that you don't have any involvement in my business. So.
But if you are harassing her and making a scene, then it becomes an issue for the police.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Let's not get...
You don't have any more legitimate business to conduct. You've gotten your answer from her.
You're not my attorney.
Why do you want to harass people?
Where are you? The corporate sign-off for me?
No, idiot. She's the police, and they've been called because you're doing a dumb and interrupting people trying to do their jobs.
You don't have any room to determine where my business.
Now.
I don't prove it. Arrest me again. Falsely arrest me again. Do it then, big girl. Do it.
Spoiler alert, she does it.
I'm ruining your career.
Are you
It's
refusing
arrest.
to leave now?
Is she though?
I'm here on official business, so.
You've been given your answer. You're not getting any paperwork.
I don't ask you questions, so you can't give me answers.
Okay.
Go talk to your attorney, because this is a civil matter.
Put your hands behind your back.
Let me get your supervisor.
You're refusing to leave?
She's got my paperwork. How
I'm
could
giving
I
you a
leave?
trespass warning.
Do you got the paperwork like that? You can't give me a trespass warning.
You want your paperwork?
Go get your trespass warning. Put it on paper and go get
Give you
it.
your paperwork.
Right, there should be some stuff that comes back with that. Right, we initiated the process. I gave her the court order. Now she needs to return it with the paperwork that's on there.
No.
Then prove
The
it.
city attorney's already given you your answer.
The city attorney's not my attorney, so I don't take advice from him. He can't give me
he
answers.
is the agent for the city, and he's giving you your answer back for your court order.
I got a judge's signature, so I don't care if the city of LaPorte hired him. No, I don't authorize you to give me my stuff at all. That's my property. She can't take it without a court order.
Done?
I don't know. Am I done? Do you got my paperwork?
No, I don't, because the city attorney.
Then I don't think I'm done,
Then you're
because she
done.
doesn't have my
Let's go.
paperwork.
You're done.
I'm going to take you to jail.
She already said straight up, I don't have your paperwork. The city attorney does. So go to him.
If you don't leave.
I don't think you can. Prove it.
Spoiler alert, she's
going to be able to prove it here in a
gonna
bit.
prove it.
I'm not on a no trespass order, so why do I got to leave?
I just told you, if you do not leave, your business here is finished.
Go get that and
Then
put it
you're
on a
gonna
piece of
be-
paper. Make it official. Do it the right way, because I don't
I don't
believe
have
you
to
because
put it
you've
on a
lied multiple
She
times.
doesn't
So I
have to
don't
put it on a piece of paper.
believe
lied
you.
to you, Mr.
I think you're just trying to further your own personal agenda.
And I feel the same as you as well.
I
You like to agitate people.
I'm not agitating nobody. I didn't even know you were going to come up here. How could I plan to agitate you?
You do it on the fly.
You're being kind of a dick to the lady right there not too long ago, dude. You're kind of being an agitator.
You
On
do
the
it with
fly.
everyone that you deal with.
Well, this is agitating to me. You're
You want
agitating
your
me.
personal property back?
You're telling me you're going to kidnap me and put me in
Are
a
you
cage
refusing to take your personal
because
property
nobody
back?
understands a court
Are you
order.
refusing to
No.
take your personal property
I mean,
back?
I always mispronounce it, but it's prima facie. Is the Latin term, but it's like more on its. But the phrase is like on its face. You know, it's there's prima facie evidence that a burglary occurred.
No, I'm not.
Let's go.
I'm saying that I understand what my personal property is. It's a court order that requires you provide me with documents.
We're going to get you your stuff.
So you're refusing to give me those
We are not
documents, is what you're
refusing.
saying.
You're going to
so you
get
have them with you
The
there?
city attorney will get it to you, and you will be getting your paperwork.
When? The city attorney will be getting it to me when?
He'll be getting it to you.
When?
I don't know when. When he gets it rounded up.
That
puts it
doesn't-
together. Well, you'll get it.
Right now, that's a valid court order, so I don't understand why
Where
you
does
don't.
it say in there we have to give it to you today? There's no date. It just says we have to provide it to you.
Yeah,
It will be
I'll
provided
show
to
you. I'll show you, Miss Legal Department. It just so happens, it says it right here in the Indiana Rules of Trial Procedure, which somehow everybody keeps failing to read. Right here, any ground for a motion to correct error. Right there, I highlighted it for you. A motion under this subdivision, B, does not affect the finality of a judgment or supersede its operation. You
Where
can
does
file.
that say you need this today? You have to get it today. It has no date on there.
Once he signs that, it's a valid court order. I'm sorry, you guys don't
Yeah, okay.
understand.
The fact that he has a judgment doesn't. She's asking the question, what part of that does that mean that she has to give it to you right this second? And again, she already said that she doesn't have it. The city attorney does.
No court order requires this lady to produce paperwork that she doesn't have.
I know she's not the
You're talking
attorney.
to the wrong person.
I know I didn't. I talked to the judge. He's definitely the right person. I got a court order that you guys are somehow unable to compute,
I'm not
but you're the
involved in that.
police.
I'm not an attorney. I'm not involved in
Well,
that.
then why are you here?
Because she doesn't have to sit and be harassed by
Nobody's
you
harassing
constantly standing in front of her desk asking for something she can't.
This is harassment to the city of
You're preventing her
LaPorte.
from
Is
doing her other work.
what work? I got a
finished?
court order for paperwork.
Are you
That's her
refusing to
job.
leave?
I'm not
She's
refusing to
giving you
leave.
your answer.
I'm asking for
She's giving
paperwork
you
because
your
I have a court
answer.
order with it. She's
refusing to
implicated in all the
Okay,
documents
I'm
I'm trying to
done.
get here today. So you can't touch me, man. She's still got my paper. Don't fucking touch me, bitch. I swear to God, don't fucking touch me.
Here comes the fun part.
And now
Watch
he's
as he melts
escalating.
down into a whimpering child.
Do not
get
touch
your
me.
stuff and leave.
Do not touch me. That's assault. I want to press charges right now. No. I got a crime that I want to report. Don't fucking touch me.
I'm gonna
Don't
touch
touch me.
you.
I'm
I'm
backing
gonna
up from a threat. Do not touch me, bitch. Get the fuck off of me. My hands are up. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
Call for assistance.
Wild.
Do not touch me. Do not touch me. I'm not.
Resisting. Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting shit.
Stop resisting. Stop.
Nobody's resisting, man.
Well,
I'm calling for my fucking girlfriend. I'm terrified. Terrified.
It kind of sounds like he's resisting.
On your back, Chris. Put your hands behind your back. Get paperwork. I'm not resisting. Put your hands behind your back if you're not resisting. I'll stop resisting.
Your hands behind your back, Chris.
You got my arms. You got my arms. I'm sorry. I got my arms. I don't know where anything's at right now. I'm sorry. I'm not resisting. I just want to be able to breathe.
You can
Please.
breathe. He's not restricting your area.
I'm sorry. I just have a court order for paperwork, man.
We understand that.
Did he have a trespass from here?
No, I don't. It's invalid. That's what that paperwork I'm asking for proves.
No, but
I
gave him several.
Can I
reasons.
gather my property and show you guys what I have?
Go get it. No,
So-
you're not going to get that stuff today, Christopher. That's what
Man.
we've been trying to tell you.
Mr. Secretary.
Now it sounds like they actually understand that this guy's kind of unhinged. Now it sounds like they kind of understand that this guy's unhinged because now they're basically talking to him like as if he's 5.
Here's the camera.
My camera, please don't touch it.
Let's just
Can I see it? Can I make sure?
Yes.
Can you hit that red button?
It's always so satisfying to hear idiots get what they deserve, especially this guy who's been tormenting his town for years. Again, please consider becoming a channel member, and, as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more stupid in the future, please like and subscribe.
Also, the guy who called the judge presiding over his own case. Oh my god. What, you want me to play the Marcel Bisset one again? I saw it last night, and god damn, that is wild. Again, he ain't here. Nobody's here. My dudes did not show up.
If you didn't see my last video about him, here's a quick recap.
Samantha. Hi, Samantha. My name is Marcel of the Family Bassett. I'm phoning from Peacemaker Society. Hey, I know you work there and you're fully liable. Okay, we're going after you. That's $1 million. You just cost yourself $1 million.
I already have a heart rate monitor going.
And as I'm a sovereign with the fee schedule, your agents are liable $1 million per infraction, as are you for willful negligence, which is equal to fraud. Limitation of Powers Corporations Act, you can't give an order. This is all recorded. I'm putting this up public. I'm a Chief Justice. I don't sue. I don't go to court. You've already committed a crime, and I'm already able to financially end your agents.
If you thought that was crazy, strap in, because the Marcel in my last video was very well adjusted compared to the one that I'm about to show you. Apparently, Marcel has a bad habit of making batshit crazy videos and then deleting them, but thanks to a subscriber who calls himself OO, I have access to them. Let's watch.
Gary, I don't
I'm
shit.
worth tens of thousands of dollars an hour, about to be millions of dollars per hour, because I'm better than you. I'm on the same plane as people like Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Andrew Carnegie, Rockefellers, except for I'm using it for good.
That was a pretty elite group that he just named. Keep watching and ask yourself, did any of them act like this?
You don't want to talk shit to me every fucking day? Fuck you. My obligation to help any of you is fucking over. I'm not bound to my oath anymore. That oath is being changed. You fuck with me, I'll fuck with you. You lay hands on me, I'll fucking punch you in the face. I'm open to charges again, I don't give a fuck. Come talk to my face and I'll beat your fucking ass. You just saw me burn my oath. I have no obligation to any of you anymore.
Okay.
Wash my fucking hands. I'm gonna watch the system murder all of you. You're fucked.
Seems like a very stable guy, right? Very reminiscent of Gandhi.
Anyway, you won't even come near me because I'm smarter and better than all of you. So if anyone threatening me ever, you know I could squish you like a fucking clam. Like
oh my god, where's my Black's Law dictionary? I'm sure they has a definition of narcissism in there, right?
If you squawk at people who are standing up to cashiers violating rights, and you squawk at me like that fucking retard and his wife did at Shoppers Drug Mart, fuck you, okay? The only reason I use the N-word is because it's the only word I can use that stupid minds can register what the fuck that means.
You heard that right. He uses the N-word a lot. I edited all that out, but he uses it multiple times per
Cop Block,
video.
what are you even talking about?
And he has the nerve to compare himself to Martin Luther King.
I did a video like this a little bit ago, but there's a little too much. So, you think I'm the suit?
Oh, god
I'm
damn
not
it.
this fucking suit. Okay? Not a tie. You challenging me? You think you're challenging my fucking clothes? I'm not challenging shit. Just so you know, I'm not going naked here, just so people aren't worried about it. No.
He then proceeds to get naked.
Actual genital nudity of any fucking kind. I'm not a fucking pig. Anyway, lower this just a little bit so you can see properly. Right?
Okay, he says, like, he's not going to get naked. And, right, okay, fine. He doesn't go full blast nudity, but then he also adjusts the camera downward at a more downward angle. So I really get the feeling that if this guy had any kind of alcohol in his system, he probably would have gone full blast naked on a live stream.
Okay. Y'all think I'm a fucking punk? Okay? How many of you are gonna go fucking strip down right now to make your fucking point? Okay? I get called I'm an old.
I mean, weird flex, but okay. I mean, I personally have never stripped down in a courtroom to prove my point to the judge. But hey, man, if that works for you, man, you have at it, boss.
Old man, I get told I'm fucking this and that. People are gonna take me out. Fucking, I'm 40. I'm not even in shape right now. This is out of shape.
Oh my god. This fucking dude, bro, wannabe Chad over here. I'm not even in shape, bro. This is me out of shape.
What, you gonna fucking do something? Again, I'm a fighter from the streets. Anyone?
It fucking takes off his pants. Don't worry, I'm not gonna get naked, but I'm going to strip down to just about there.
Thinks I'm some fucking punk in a fucking office? Motherfuckers? You wanna fuck around? Fucking what? What's up? Hmm? Huh? You fucking with me? Mother.
Okay, Bruce Lee.
Fuckers. Like, you want to fuck with me? This is a message to everyone.
What even is that? What is that? What is that move? Oh shit. I mean, yeah.
Violates me. When I give you a verbal fucking warning and I bill you, it's because if you step past that, this is what you're gonna fucking get, right? Motherfuckers. I had to go toe to toe with gangs. I had to go toe to toe with cops. I've been on top 10 most wanted. So within that,
top 10 most wanted.
anyone who's sitting there talking shit to me, you're gonna come fucking take me? You're a fat fuck mo.
Yes, Pool, we did watch this yesterday. Apparently, some people on here wanted an encore for some ungodly reason.
Good fucking luck. You're also fucking stupid. The reason I won 500 street fights is when you shift your
500 street fights, y'all. 500.
Weight to even throw a punch. I'm already 3 moves into kicking your fucking head in. Think we're gonna answer to you? I don't fucking think so. I don't break the law. Most of you fucking do. Every legal contract with legal personhood, you're stripping people of their fucking rights. And I'm coming to end it, motherfuckers.
It gets worse. The cringe is real, people. You might think maybe he's just having a bad day and said some things out of anger, and this is just an isolated incident. Think again.
I am moving past everyone I ever knew. I'm letting everyone in my life go because I'm done with civilian life. Look at this body, huh? You think you're gonna come up knock me out? Fuck you. I've been over 500 fucking street fights in my life. Over 500. This body.
Jay White, this is, what's his name? Marcel of the family Bassett, a Canadian sovereign citizen who has his own, grifter website and likes to make harassing phone calls and claims against cashiers, people at government buildings, and, you know, in typical sovereign citizen fashion, he really has a high opinion of himself. I mean, I know there are a lot of sovereign citizens out there that have egos. I mean, you kind of have to be one to be, to be a sovereign. But this guy takes the cake. This guy really loves the smell of his own shit.
Body takes anything, man. This brain, I've been beating people at chess since I was 5 fucking years old, okay? Okay, I make about 30,000 now with this shit, and I'm putting every penny of it into DVDs and flyers to get everyone signed up.
Everyone be sure to go sign up for his organization. This is going to be huge.
So this is a message to the Freemasons, the Illuminati.
Oh, wow. I mean, I will say, Andrew, it is definitely a top, when it comes to narcissistic egomaniacs, I would say it's a toss-up between this guy and Sabir Bey. I mean, Sabir Bey really loves himself a lot. And, it is saying something about one's ego when he really thinks that running his live streams with his Black's Law dictionaries, like, splayed out, thinks that makes him smart or that he knows anything about the law. Like, imagine if I had all my live streams and I just splayed out all of my textbooks from law school or the few court reports that I have with me at my house, as if that's supposed to convey that I know what I'm talking about. It's a douchebag move. It's like, it's meaningless. It's like, the attorneys who have TV ads where they're standing behind a rows of law reports. You know what I mean? It's to convey an image. That attorney could be an incompetent ass clown who doesn't know jack shit about torts. But having those books back there makes him look smart. Apparently, Sabir Bey got that took that lesson to heart And so now he has all these, all of his live streams with these books splayed out as if, look at all this knowledge that I have. Okay.
Illuminati to everyone out there serving this fucking COVID bullshit fucking. It's, to my understanding, genetic material, not a fucking virus. The numbers are all full of shit. To all the media people out there on the
John,
fake.
It's exactly like the Mountain Man having like 45,000 books at his defense table and pretending as if that means anything.
News. We're going to bill and lean you too. When I say coming for all of you, I mean with litigation. I mean with private investigators looking into every area of your life.
Sabir is the fifth element of hip hop. How fucking dare he compare himself to Mila Jovovich?
I mean, with public hearings of sovereign councils recorded. When I started billing the police cadets, that's when they put me on Winnipeg's top 10 most wanted.
I mean, yeah, because you're a harasser. And I also like that you admit that despite your I'm a tough guy 500 street fights, you reveal that the only reason why you got put on a top 10 most wanted list in Winnipeg it's because you filed false liens against cops. So it's because of white collar shit, not because you're fucking all hard taking on both the Crips and Bloods at the same time single-handedly.
Within that, I'm a really good fucking hearted guy, but I'm done with everyone's shit. So I'm going past all of you.
So he rage quit life, right? Wrong. Stupid apparently cannot stop being stupid. He posted this 3 days ago.
Okay, we're at Salvation Army thrift store on Sherbrooke Avenue. They're insisting that people wear masks in violation of rights law and international law. I'm going to go serve notice right now.
I guess holding the camera straight is too hard for him. Let me see if I can fix that.
And tell them they can go fuck themselves.
Okay, that's a little better. At least he's upright now. Still stupid, but at least vertical.
COVID's bullshit, and this is rights violations. They can go fuck themselves. Fucking assholes. Hi. I just came to video evidence this. You guys are requiring masks, right?
That's what they want.
Okay. I'm not so much here for you. You're cool. I'm just recording this.
Again,
you're liable, hey, for getting people to wear masks so they suffocate themselves. You're violating international law for about $10 an hour.
Oh, I see what he's saying now. You're violating international law while being paid $10 an hour to do so. That's what he meant. And again, this guy really likes to talk about how he's good-natured, good-hearted, and you also can see how he treats people.
Hi, I'm video evidencing. You told me I have to wear a mask, right? You're going on the internet for violating it. Actually, fuck you. I'm under international law, all rights reserved. You are a war criminal, and I'm recording you. Fuck you on behalf of freedom, and this is going on YouTube. You just became famous. Your home address and photo are going online, too. Let me get a nice up close here for you.
No, I'm not giving you permission.
I don't need your permission. This is a public space, retard. Fuck you.
Salvation Army is not a public place.
So that's Marcel Bissett. His channel's full of this, so let me know in the comments section if you want to see more of his crazy. If you like this
a guy named Tyra Jamel's Moore, True Freeman
video,
oh, I feel like I've seen some of his old. I feel like I've seen his stuff before. True Freeman. I think I have seen some of his stuff before. Did he lose in trying to get a house back or something like that? Oh my god. Oh no. I don't think this is the same guy that wears
completely played yourself. That's why you're going to be doing it. Yes.
Nut word?
Nigga, I was running in Crocs. Yes. I didn't even have the damn straps up the back of my feet. I'm in this bitch chilling. Oh, what the fuck? Now, that ain't gangster. Like, hold on, that nigga chased that nigga in house shoes. Nigga, hold the fuck on. Hey, come here, cuz. What you running for? Yeah, what you running for, partner? I'm talking about this nigga, like, he running, trying to single to the motherfucking traffic. I'm coming. This nigga called the police on me coming to my house.
Oh, that's not him?
The motherfucking street.
So who is it? Oh, no. Darius and Tommy Sotomayor made True Freeman, aka Tyra, cry on a live stream. Oh, wow. Oh, there's drama. There is a lot of drama on this.
Everybody on these YouTube channels lying. Everybody lying. Everybody this big time trending topic. Everybody these hardcore gangsters. Everybody gonna do this to each other when they see each other. And truth be told, we too blessed and we be having too many views.
True Freeman doesn't do his law stuff. That's what I figured. That's probably why I haven't seen much of his stuff lately.
Because 98% of these YouTubers is cowards.
Now that's Huggy Pacino certified.
Hey, what's going on?
The fuck?
Look. Hey, Tommy, that's my homie. Wait. Look at him.
No, I'm just waiting on my face to get broke. Wait, no what? My face to get broke. Your face to get broke? Yes, sir. Why you down here with the police, bitch, nigga? Ain't no police.
Oh shit, he's open carry. Damn.
Why you riding past my house, bitch, nigga? Ain't no police here, man. And I will mop your ass, my nigga. I will mop you, my nigga. You riding past my house at 1 o'clock in the morning with me, nigga? Man, don't touch me, nigga. Back off.
You said don't touch me, nigga. So you push the nigga, right? Now, at that point, True Freeman, you got the right to punch this nigga. So Tommy technically pushed you, right? That's assault. So what you gonna do about it, True?
Technically battery, but yeah.
Don't touch me. I didn't put my hands on your face.
Then he said don't touch me. Then he talking about he got the police around. Somebody rolling past his house at 1 in the morning. Stop all this extra shit.
Come on, let's ride, man. We ain't riding nowhere, man. Stay away from here, my nigga. I'm not riding from here. You the police, nigga. I'm not riding away from her. You bitch ass nigga. I mean, if that's how you feel. You came all the way from Atlanta.
Oh, I like this instrumental. I mean, you can't go wrong with an instrumental that has an occasional gunshot sound effect going through it. Is that weird? I don't think it's weird.
I'm supposed to get my face broken. That's all I'm waiting on. My face is getting down here by the police, my nigga. You said you don't care if the police is doing the same thing you did with Tyreek, bro. If you just coming down here,
he said he doing the same thing he did with
I have to. I was gonna say that too, Gary. I wonder if that's his scooter that he left in the middle of the street.
Yeah, yes, that's what I said. I ain't come down here to fight you. Let's move away from here, bro. Well, then if you ain't gonna fight, then there's no reason to be. Well, swing, bitch, and I'ma crack your screen. You're the one who's upset. That's why you had to.
Hey, Schrodinger. I just watched your latest vid. It was kind of wild. Here's a link. Maybe you want to join in if you got time. But I'll have to talk to you about what happened or what didn't happen today.
You smell like a liquor barrel. Your mama smell like a liquor barrel. She probably do.
Your mama smell like a liquor barrel. She probably do.
You smell like a liquor barrel. You smell like a liquor barrel. Your mama smell like a liquor barrel. She probably do.
Why is he tearing down his own mama like that? Come on.
Yo, so the True Freeman nigga just talking shit. No, you've been doing that for 2 or 3 years now, bro. We don't want to see this. You do all this whooping, like, bro. This is the type of shit I be saying. I be dying for niggas to run up on me. You know what I'm saying? It's like a, you know,
Hey, we could talk about your latest vid, Schrodinger, if you want to join in.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that Tommy pushed you first, you still ain't did shit.
Little bitch ass nigga. I get it. Huh? I get it. What's all this
And if you
coming up
if you notice, he trying to like sucker punch him, but Tommy ain't taking his eyes off him. Like, I want you to go back and pay attention to his.
Oh, damn! Look, check out this commentary, this analysis here.
Like, move a little sneak. He's sneaky. He trying to be sneaky. So he really don't want no one-on-one.
You smell like a liquor barrel. Your mama smell like a liquor barrel. She probably do. She probably do.
See how he walked off? Watch how he walked off. You see him? See how he walking up? You saw that? You saw that pump fake? You saw that pump fake? He tried to sucker punch dude. You feel me?
Riding past my crib, bro. Dude, I don't understand what your point is, bro. Huh? If you supposed to come down here, you supposed to do what you said you supposed to do. I ain't said I was coming down here to do nothing to you. Well, then there's no reason to talk to me then.
That time we going the other way.
What was I doing before you came? Come on, man, let's go. What was I doing before you came? Let's ride away from here. What was I doing?
See, he's walking the other way. Then he tried to
Okay,
sneak up on
like,
him again.
are they trying to actually start a fist fight in the middle of public? I mean, that looks like the central part of Indianapolis.
He's face to face. He's falling back. You see him?
Came. What was I doing before you came?
And disregard the fact that True got a pistol on his hip. You know Tommy got one on his, so it's whatever.
Wait, they both carrying? Damn.
You know what I was doing because you was watching. You could join me though. This actually pretty nice. This is pretty nice. I was watching Zone. I know. Hey, I know you. All the dick suckers like. What you talked all this shit, right? You the one said I can't come to the city. Hey, you right? Yes, you said I cannot come. Bro, you said I can't come. I'm not your bro, bro. Okay, but then look, nigga, you said
I'm not your bro, bruh. I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy.
I can't come. Okay, what do you want me to call? You just said something about my mom, but I ain't supposed to say nothing about you? You said something about my mom. Like what? What have I not said that right now? What have I not said? You ain't said none of the shit to my phone. What have I said? I said, little nigga, what else would you like me to say? Look, nigga, that's petty. What else would you like? Okay, and you said something about my mom. That's petty. You said I cannot come to this city, man. You gonna follow me? No, what the fuck? What we go? You gonna suck my dick? What's happening? Why you want me to follow you? You don't want.
And now we're getting to this level.
Tommy, he's psychological as fuck. He's saying, nigga, you gonna go away with me from here or some shit. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you trying to do?
Want me to follow you? You want me to follow you, nigga? Why do you want me to follow you though, man? Seriously. So we can go into the hood where you rolled last night. I'm not going in no hood, man. So I'm gonna answer this question for you, right? Because I ain't going to jail for your bitch ass right here tonight. Okay. Do you want to go somewhere? I'll follow you. No, I do not. And we go ahead and bang, my nigga. No, I do not. I came by myself, didn't I? No, I just said, I don't know who you came with. How would I know? You claim I'm with the police and I ain't with them. You ain't never seen me with them. Let's see.
But,
I don't know. Let's show me some police. Come on.
What the?
He said, show me some police.
When?
Show me some police.
You saw him. I didn't. Where? I
said True Freeman is sitting up here trying to make excuses about not why you ain't trying to face this nigga or punch this nigga like straight.
They're at the Circle in Indy. I mean, I'd never been to. I don't think I've been to Indianapolis. I think I passed. We drove through it as a family. I never been to Indianapolis proper.
Who would do this? Who would do this? You said I could not enter your city, sir. Why do y'all make threats like that? No. I've never told you you can't come to Atlanta. You can't enter in my city ain't a threat. It is saying that you can't do something. If I said you can't stream and you stream, what would I look like? I got one question and I'm out. I got shit to do. You want me to follow you and we go bang? I just said no.
Okay. There's a lot of euphemisms going on here because I know what he's trying to say, but it also does sound sexual. All right, I'll follow you, and we can go bang. I know what he's talking about, but still, without context.
And you said I can't come here.
He said you can't come to Atlanta. And at the end of the day, your ass walking away and you ain't do shit, but you want this nigga to go somewhere with you. Why? So you can jump him so you can have the nigga fucked off? Nah, bro, you gonna do it, man. You done did that shit in front of everybody and got out the way.
So we'll bang, okay?
And roll it out.
What?
I thought. That's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear. No, I'm not. That's why I spent my money to come. You already said you gonna break my face, my nigga.
He said already said you in my face. Yeah, that's the most classic part of this shit.
That's what I thought. That's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear. No, I'm not. That's why I spent my money to
In all seriousness, I'm actually surprised. I mean, given the fact that at least we see this True Freeman open carrying, I'm actually surprised that if there are cops around there, that somebody who notices, like, hey, there are these two guys, one of whom, at the very least, one of them who's armed, and they are yelling at each other and being very hostile with each other. Like, I feel like I would say to a couple, like, hey, these two guys are, like, really getting off on each other, and one of them's armed. I don't know what's going on.
You gonna break my face, my nickel. You came down here drunk. Y'all didn't think I had to get alcohol in the system to come down here. He drunk as shit. He drunk as shit.
Nigga lame as fuck, yo.
That nigga high as a kite. Yo, he got punked. And I just kept on putting my hand on him. I kept putting my hand on his shoulder. I kept pushing him to the side. He didn't do shit.
Nigga, bitch.
This is why people don't like having black folks in their city, and this is why people voted.
Amexem, what's my number? What you want? Amexem, you want my phone number? Hey, if you're here, man, like I said, you can call there. If you don't have access to you go there on your phone if you got that availability. Let me see here. Now everybody else wants my phone number. Come on, y'all. If not, let me see if I have another option available. I don't think I do. If all you have the availability is a phone number. Trying to think here. I don't think you can call in with Skype. I think that'll cost money. Shitty Greg, Straight Gaming, True Freeman saved your life. See here. No. Normally, sometimes they do. I mean, I do have Zoom, but not a big fan of Zoom. But that's also an option. $1-800 none. Ha. All right. Well, Amexem, if you're still on here, I'll wait for you since you just dropped in, and I will await your appearance. Yeah, that's what everybody says, Hannah. Everybody's like, "Oh, I just want to follow for your cat pictures." Well, you know what? If you want to see my cat pictures, you could just join my Instagram. Damn it, my Instagram is Artrexis Lives. Is it? Or Artrexis_lives. I drank all my beer last night. I could mix myself a drink. I have some rum.
For Trump, because niggas is just out of line. Now the white people been having a good time. It's thousands of white people, ain't none of them out here fighting and yelling. 2 niggas show up and a bunch of yelling happens.
Hey, look, man, look. Hey, check this out. So is that it? He ain't come back?
Hey, you want to come bang with me? You want to come to my house? You want to come back to the hood? Why? Why would I do this? Why would I? Yo, hey, I feel bad for him right now. I really do. He got drunk as a...
Wait, is that her? Is that the SC Swamp Fox?
No, they aren't going to pay for a car wash for touching your car. And as you say later, you don't even have a car, so what would they be touching?
We're in a time where people are having a hard time staying in work because of COVID-19. Y'all still pulling people over and holding them ransom. That's exactly what a fake ticket is. It's ransom.
Are we supposed to suspend traffic laws because of the pandemic? Would that make things better or worse? I withdraw that question. Asking you to engage in that level of complex thought is just cruel.
You know it's against the law to point that flash, that light at us while we're First Amendment audits? Y'all holding up traffic here? No, we're not. We're on the side of the road. Thank you very much. No, we ain't. You holding up traffic. You're holding up traffic. Don't sit there and try to make up laws.
Is that the driver's like, man, you are holding up traffic, motherfucker?
Don't sit there. Hey, get that spotlight off of us. Starting to get breach of peace now. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. They're coming outside because you're here. Hey, you're drawing a crowd. You are because you want to pull somebody over. There was not a crowd out here while we was recording before you showed up. There was not a crowd out here before you showed up while we was recording.
All right, if by the end of this video, Amexem doesn't show up, I'm gonna call it a day.
It's odd that you say that, Grandma Karen, because the Constitution itself in Article 6, Clause 2 reads that it is the supreme law of the land. It's almost like you don't know what you're talking about.
No, this is not actually a road, thank you. This is a driveway. This is a driveway. This ain't a road. You in the middle of the road now. No, I ain't. I will throw you in jail, okay? No, I ain't. Hey. Freedom of speech. Yeah, you can't be complaintive when it comes to profanity, sir. Okay, cuss again then. Really?
Do it.
This part is great. Watch how they...
Well, I'm here just having trouble getting in. Well, I mean, the other options that I have is Skype. And I guess we could try Zoom. Let me see here. Does Zoom, hang on. Hang on a second here. Press the wrong button. Oh, here it is. Is this what it would it be? Oh shit. That is that ID that he can call in? And you're right. I would have thought that Google Hangouts usually has a phone number that you can call instead of using the invite link, but it doesn't, which is annoying. Well, the Google, I don't have the Google Hangout number. I just have a Hangout link at the top here. I didn't get a number when it came to it. The joining info. So why don't we try using Zoom? And you know what? All right, let's try this. Oh, you do see it when you create an event with Google? Hold on. All right, hold on. Everybody. All right, let's get out of here and start a new one. Hang on. Yeah, see, all I have here is a web address. There's no phone number here though. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. All right, you could settle down, but here's what I'm gonna do instead. Go to fucking StreamYard. Since I know that one at least has a freaking phone number. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I hear you. I thought I had a fucking account with StreamYard. Here we go. All right, you know what? I think that's what happened. It's cause I'm using fucking Meet and not Hangouts. There we go. Fuck. Ah. Here. What's your number? If you don't want to dox yourself, just send me a number from my email address that I posted on your comment section on your video, and I can call you. All right, I'll give it a few minutes, and then we can go. Yeah, apparently Meets doesn't do fucking phone numbers anymore, or it never did. Well. Yeah. All right. Oh, wait. Let me put that somewhere else so everybody doesn't see it.
Come on, run your mouth.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. That's what I do.
All right. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. But finally we got this going. So
yeah. Finally. It's all good. It's all good, man. Hey, and I apologize. I'm not the wealthiest guy in the world to have so much technology I can just boot right on into you. So, you gotta forgive me, man. It's all good.
No worries. So, so I guess going right to it. Well, there's two parts here that I'm curious about.
Hey, can we do this?
Sure.
Can we do this? First of all, for the record, man, can you introduce yourself? I don't even know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't know me. We just started talking shit to each other, but I'd like to kind of get to know you. I'd like for your audience to at least know me as,
sure.
as an individual, as a person. So, because this ain't just no bullshit call that, you just.
Okay. So. Well, I have two channels. One is not related to what we were talking about, but the other one is that I'm live streaming on.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Yep.
Are you there, man?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, I apologize. That was my mechanic. He just had to run to O'Reilly's for me. I apologize.
No worries.
Are we there?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm here.
Right on.
So, my other channel is called Artie's Corporate Fiction. I largely discuss, self-described and also labeled, sovereign citizens, people who, for one reason or another, believe that the laws of the United States, their state that they're in, and the municipality don't apply to them, either through their belief system of religion or in the terms of Moorish American identity, that they don't believe that they have to abide by certain rules and regulations, such as driver's licenses and so on. So that's partly what my day job is. I am an attorney, have been so for about 10 years. So that's who I am.
Okay, right on. And your name is Artis, is it?
You can call me Artie, Arty.
Right. Okay, right on. Okay, well, Artie, good to meet you. Again, what I'm saying, I was wanting to introduce myself to your audience or to your platform, because
go for it.
I just didn't want anybody to think that just a random guy you just found online or whatever. But anyway, I'm from Amexem Bay, and it's pleasure to be on your platform, and however I can answer any question for you to the best of my ability, and pretty much give you a understanding of where I'm coming from, because I hope that we don't have a misunderstanding, because you might have a misunderstanding, but me and you spoke earlier on a couple of videos, so I'll kind of give you the understanding where I'm coming from, so you can we can come to some type of
right. I think there's two bits, but one of two primary things. The first one being is going towards your the video that we had most of our discussions on, is this idea that the origin of America.
I want to address. We're going to address each one. Do you have a dictionary with you also, or you? Because I have a dictionary with me, and I want to come straight out of the dictionary for the audience, so people don't are under the impression that I'm just speaking off the top of my head. I'm coming straight from the dictionary. So if you're gonna,
if you want to go with the dictionary, yes. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, of course we need to go with the dictionary. We're speaking English, so we need to give the people a proper understanding. So give me 1 second, but you can keep going. I'm gonna go and grab my book real fast, because I was in my truck, one of my trucks. So hold on.
Well, the first issue, and hold on, I'm getting my dictionary out here too. 1 second.
Okay, no problem. And will you, for the record, can you? Well, I guess since you're on your platform, you can pretty much show what year date your dictionary is, and if it's abridged or unabridged or whatever. Can you show that to the audience?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right on.
There you go. Where did I keep them?
I've got mine right here. This is one of the. I've got about 8 or 9, but the one that I have right now is the closest one to me, and it is the New Century Dictionary, English Language Dictionary, and the copyright on it is 1948 by Appleton Century Company.
Okay.
Well, actually, the copyright is 1927, the Century Company. I'm sorry, I apologize. So this one right here goes back to 1927, the one that I'm using right now. So I'll try to get the oldest ones I can get.
Well, I have a choice. Okay. I have 2 dictionaries. I have Black's Law 5th and Black's Law 4th.
Okay, okay. Oh, okay. I thought we were addressing. That's fine. That's fine. We'll go to both of those. I thought we were talking about the word American. I was going to a regular NOAA or Oxford or whatever type dictionary that you have on hand. I'm not sure American the definition of American for what you and I were discussing is going to be in the Black's Law, but I can pull my Black's Law dictionary out too. That's no biggie. It's all good.
Well, I mean, if
But,
you want to
you
go
don't
with
have
that,
a regular. Can you just go online right there and just open another window and just pull up 1828 PDF of Webster's dictionary, Noah's Webster's, and then and then that way the audience can go right along so they don't see that.
All right.
Nobody's making anything up. Right on. I'm sure you're way more advanced on this computer stuff. I'm just I don't have any computer knowledge at all, brother. Especially with all these different types of programs and stuff.
Mm-hmm. 1 second.
Like Skype and all that. So, right on. But I'm on page 38 in my dictionary, the New Century Dictionary, copyrighted 1927. And so let me while you're looking up or pulling yours up, I can't see. I'm trying to pull up trying to open my other my laptop up so I can really follow you online, so we can show the people where we're coming from, so they have an understanding. Because grammar is the order of the day, since we're talking about language, right? That's what we need. So let me boot this up. Okay, American for the audience. American. Right.
Okay.
And okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm reading it verbatim, just right out of this dictionary that I have right here. Okay. From, right, like you said earlier, Americus Vespucci, Amerigo Vespucci, 1451, 1512, Italian merchant and adventurer of, or now that's in the italics, right? Of or pertaining to the continent of America, often of or pertaining to the United States, also noting or pertaining to the so-called, that says so-called, red race, characterized by reddish or brownish skin, dark eyes, black hair, and prominent cheekbones, embracing the Aborigines of North and South America, sometimes excluding the Eskimos known as American Indians, right? Now, American, noun, a native or inhabitant of America, originally a member of the Aboriginal American Indian race, later a person of European descent born or a resident in America.
Okay.
Right? So when we break down the word American or Americo, right? All vowels are interchangeable. Are we correct on that?
No.
Okay, all vowels are not interchangeable. So A, E, I, since I learned this in grammar, A, E, I, O, and U are not interchangeable. That's what you're saying right now.
They're vowels. That doesn't mean you can replace one with another.
What do you mean that doesn't? So the dictionary is wrong when it says that? All vowels aren't interchangeable?
No.
This is a new, hold on. This is a new, because this is a new one for me. What school did you learn that vowels aren't interchangeable at? Where did you learn that at? I've always been
I was
taught that,
never
and I went to a very good school.
I was never taught that I can replace an E with an I and the word would stay the same.
You were never taught that?
No.
Are you serious? Okay, well, I do apologize to you, but I've always been taught my whole life that vowels are interchangeable. Now that's not a personal attack on you, but I'm saying down south where I went to school, I was always taught that. Were you sometimes taught that Y is sometimes used as a vowel? The letter
yes.
Y is sometimes Y. A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y, right?
Right.
Were you not taught that?
I
Okay,
was taught.
well,
Yeah,
we're
they're
on the
vowels.
same page.
No, we're not.
Right.
We're clearly not, because you think that I could replace one vowel with another and the word will still make sense.
Let me ask you this: if I say policy and I say police, If I take the E, can I exchange the E and the Y right there? I'm just asking you. Those are vowels. I'm just asking you. Can I change policy and police? Are they the same word?
No.
Okay, well, explain the difference in the spelling too, sir. Because you got Y on there and you have E on policy. So policy and police aren't the same word.
Correct.
Okay.
Just
but you did say sometimes you can use Y now. You did say that.
Yeah. Okay.
You just said that. Now.
I know. I did. You're right. I did just say that.
Right. Okay.
I am not disputing that police and policy are two legitimate words. You seem to think that they mean the same thing.
That's not my argument. No. That's not my argument. I didn't say they weren't legitimate. I just said they are the same word. Policy and police
that's what I'm saying.
are the same word.
You are saying that they're defined the same. That there's no difference in their
Listen to what
definition.
I'm saying, brother. Hold on. Don't make this complicated, Mr. Attorney. Don't make it complicated, brother. I'm not trying
to make it complicated at all.
Cause see, I'm gonna go on after this little point, because I don't have a whole bunch of time to be wasting with somebody just gonna be running around in circles and you want to move the goalpost,
I'm not moving any goalposts, dude.
Don't move the goalpost, man. Come on now.
Bruh, you're the one who wants to talk about vowels and how they're interchangeable. And they can mean the same thing.
I didn't want to talk about anything. You asked me to come on your program. You want to interview me and talk about the word America.
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
talking about America.
Okay.
So we're going to go back to the word America because we kind of got sidetracked. So what's the root word? How many syllables? And what's the root word of America?
Well,
I've asked you this since 12 o'clock.
I know.
You haven't answered me yet.
Here's the problem. I have answered you. You don't seem to want to accept my response. I am telling you that America, the word America, comes from the first name of Amerigo Vespucci.
Okay,
and therefore let me finish. Let me make a complete thought here. The reason why is because he is recognized as the explorer / merchant who realized that the continents that we now ascribe North and South America is a separate continent from Asia. And it, in fact, is a brand new bit of land that was discovered. And therefore, because he was the first to realize that, because he was the first to realize that, that is why the two continents are named after him as America. That is the root. That is the etymology of America. And done. Now I'm done.
I completely okay. I'm not arguing. Hey, you can have, man, whatever belief you want to have. That's all good. We're going to stick to this book right here, and I'm not arguing you, or debating you, or calling into your program to challenge you on anything. I'm just sticking straight to the book. I'm straight to the book. So based off what you just said, right? Let's go with the Americode, right? So how many syllables are in Americode? Can we break that down? Right? Where you talk, because we just did the vowel thing. Can you break down how many syllables in Americode?
Yes.
And so when you break that down, right? So I already know you're going to know the root word, right, of Americode, which would be, because if I look at America in the dictionary right now, right? So if I just take the A off of America and just put a O, let's say I put an O there. Now it's a Americode, right? Now, the root word of America is right here in the dictionary, sir. It says Amir.
No, it doesn't, and that's where we're just going to disagree.
Okay, well, I don't know what dictionary you're reading from. I'm sorry, I can't see your dictionary.
No. I'm rejecting your premise. I'm rejecting your premise that you think Amir
That's not my
is
premise.
a root.
I'm reading it out. It's in the dictionary.
Show
right
me
here.
in the dictionary. Hold on. Yes, you do.
No,
show me in the dictionary.
Okay, hold on.
Show me in the dictionary where Amir is related to America. Other than the fact that they have the same 4 letters in front of America, where is the connection there? That's what I'm asking you for.
Okay, now, the root word of, or Amir, right? So when you're reading this, it would be italics, noun, adjective, verb, etc., etc. And then the root word would be either German, Middle English, Old High English, Arabic, etc., right? So I'm just reading from the book. The root word of America is Amir. Amir, noun.
Where's that?
Arabic.
Oh, you're gonna have to show me that
hold
then.
On, hold on. Can I finish my thought?
Go for it.
Let me finish my thought. Right. Amir. Right. America. Root word Amir. And that would be a Muslim title. It says it right here in the book. It's just right here. It's right here when you look up Amir. Noun, Amir. Commander. In Muhammadan lands, a commander or ruler. A chieftain. A lord. Now what I'm saying is, and it's spelled A-M-I-R, and it's also spelled A-M-E-R.
E-E-R.
America.
There's 2 E's in there.
E-E-R, emphasis. No, well, not in the one I'm reading. But you might be reading that, and you argued that with me earlier. You
I
said
know.
there wasn't.
Because I'm pointing out that Amir is not related at all to America.
Are you listening to what you're saying?
Are you listening to me?
Are you familiar with the people that were ruling this land before, you know what I'm saying, the European got here?
The Native Americans?
And Amir, right. Montezuma was a part of the Moorish Empire, which ruled America.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a citation for that.
That's cool, brother. Go on my other video. I've already shown that.
You think so? Wait, so Montezuma was not an Aztec; he was a Moor.
An Aztec is a Moor.
Wait, they're one and the same.
An Aztec is a Moor. Montezuma is a Moorish king. See, I don't think you're familiar with the Spanish Inquisition, do you, sir? Are you familiar with the Spanish Inquisition?
Yes, I'm well aware of what the Spanish Inquisition is. I'm not sure what that has anything to do with the idea that the Moorish Empire had any sort of stake in the New World.
Okay, well, the New World is the Moorish Empire, sir. And so when the Europeans came to our lands over here, the Moorish Empire, there were Moors here who are now commonly branded as Negro, Blacks, and Coloreds and African Americans. That's what's going on now. And so we're misnomered and identified as Africans. But when we say we're Moors, then people want to start scratching their head. But a lot of people don't even know. It probably was hidden from you that you're in the Moorish Empire. And Montezuma was one of the last Moorish kings that gave title to the lands in North America for Europeans to settle in North America.
Are you sure about that? Because how I learned history was that Cortez ended up wiping out the Spanish Empire through conquest, or wiping out Montezuma and the Aztecs through conquest.
Well, that doesn't. But he's wiping out people of the Moorish Empire. He's wiping out Moorish kings. That's what he was doing. I'm not arguing if whoever the conquistadors or whoever you're saying came over. That's not even my argument. What I'm saying is the Americas are Moorish lands that are colonized right now by Europeans who like to identify themselves as white. But if I pull out a law dictionary and go to free white person or free white man, whatever you call yourself, it'll say a Caucasian is not a white person. So I'm trying to see your argument where you say you're an attorney and you're reading from a law book, but you won't even read a law book that identify your identity and your status in a law book. But if I open it up and if I see somebody that identifies themselves as a white person who is usually 99% of the time a Caucasian, the law dictionary will tell them that they're wrong. And so the people who are actually identifying themselves as so-called white people aren't even white people. That's not even your title. That's not even your identity.
Well,
but you join, and so, I'm actually the free white man. That's really how I identify myself, as a free white man. And if somebody wants to challenge me on that, we can just open up the law dictionary. See, I don't have to make up anything.
I mean, well, I want to say that, I mean, most of the layman identifiers of what you can identify yourself whatever race you would like to identify yourself as.
There's only one race, brother. You can't identify yourself as anything. There's only one race, and that's the human race, and it's divided into nationalities. It's not divided into colors or crayons.
Well, in the United States, race is categorized by skin color. Then there's also, there's also a subset of ethnicities, and then there are also nationalities.
Exactly, but the attorneys, the bar association, you guys have to keep that color game going on, because that's the only way you can even really conduct business. Because if you identified yourself by your nationality or true identity other than white, bar member to whatever state, and I identify myself properly, or somebody else, you're completely out of line, man.
That's going into the second part of the issue, is that you say that I'm a traitor. How so?
I would say you're a traitor to your own people. And I say Negroes and so-called blacks are traitors. Lawyers are traitors to their own people.
Well, you specifically called attorneys out, so I'm actually really curious why.
I specifically called you out.
Yeah.
I called you out, brother. That's what I did.
What part of my profession as an attorney am I betraying? What makes my profession traitorous? And traitorous to who specifically?
Well, I honestly, man, I really believe you're a traitor to the Constitution and to the Republic.
Okay.
Being in the status as an escort or an attorney, I believe you're a traitor to society. That's what I believe. You can't do nothing to me. I'm not afraid of you, but I'm not, challenge you on that point. I'm just saying, I believe with your profession, if it's dealing with, I don't know what type of are you defense? I don't, you may be a commercial attorney.
Most of my practice is
there's several different. I don't,
I have more experience in family and estates than anything else.
Okay, like probate.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Then there you go. Exactly what I meant. Right. You're a probate attorney. You're right. You're working with the state, right? And make sure people don't get their estate passed down to them or whatever. So, I don't have like I said, I don't have anything personal against you, but the people just need to realize what they're doing when they get an attorney to represent them in front of whoever claims authority or jurisdiction over them. It's not just you, brother. I think all of y'all are in the same boat. You along and with the pastors. I think y'all's day is a reckoning. It's coming. And,
so again, you're saying that I'm a traitor because why? Because I work with the system. I am taking advantage of people with my profession and representing a client.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to get down to brass tacks here. My profession is.
You're trying to get down to what? I don't understand. What does brass tacks mean? What does that mean?
I get down to the nitty gritty, the details.
Okay. Speak straight to me, man. I don't understand what all that lingo. I don't understand what that means. So I don't want you to try to insinuate something and don't lose me here. I'm not that smart, brother. So just speak plain with me. Just speak straight, and I'm a straight up guy.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. You were saying that my profession, which as I define it, is to be knowledgeable about the laws of the respective United States or individual states and municipalities, and to
Are you a federal? Are you federal or are you state? I mean, I don't understand.
I don't have
What are you?
an active license, federally, but I'm barred in New Jersey and New York.
Okay, so you're a part of the New Jersey and the New York Bar Association.
No, I'm not. And that's the first.
Okay,
and that's
so you said so what you're saying is you're barred from New York and New Jersey from practicing law. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm
Okay,
saying,
so
what I'm trying to correct
you're
you.
either one or the other.
No.
You're confusing
Actually,
me now. Come
yes,
on now, man.
I'm trying to clarify this because this is a common this is a common misconception that a lot of people say. I can practice law without having to be an active member of any bar association. I'm not a member of the New York Bar Association or the New Jersey Bar Association because those are private associations. My ability, my license to practice law is governed by the judiciary, the judicial branch
of New Jersey and New York.
Correct.
Okay, so they gave you permission to be able to say, hey, this gentleman is going to go represent this family or this trust in this matter or probate, et cetera, et cetera. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
You got permission from a corporation to go,
from a government, yes.
Other people.
From a government.
Right. Well, okay, well, you can call it whatever you want to call it. The Clearfield Doctrine says it's a corporation. So
no, it's not. No, it doesn't. Good. But, I mean... Not a corporation in the sense that you probably would think of it. You probably think that
How many senses of a corporation can you explain to the people? Because I need to get this sense. A corporation. When I think corporation, I think Walmart,
exactly.
Family Dollar.
You're right. You
Chrysler, Diamond, right? It's a corporation, right?
Right. Those are corporations. But you seem to think that that the state of New Jersey is no different from Walmart. Is that my understanding?
I mean, a corporation is a corporation. Does Walmart have a board?
As a public corporation, yes, as a board of directors.
Okay. Does the state of New Jersey Corporation have a Congress or legislators that like?
But it's not a board.
Don't they have legislators? Don't they?
You think legislators are?
The city of Newark or New Jersey, do they have a city board?
No, they have city council members, councilmen.
Okay, don't the city council members sit on the city? That's the city board, right?
No, that's not a board.
The board of directors. It's not called the board of directors.
No, it's not called the board of directors.
Okay, well, look, don't get offended with me, brother, because down in Arkansas, the city board is called the board of directors, and so I don't. It's down here. That's what it's called, and I'm just saying if it's called the city directors here, the board of directors, it's called the board of directors there. If there's 9 council members here, there's not. It's the same thing,
that's the thing. You're trying to draw parallels between a private company and a public a government, like if you look in,
whether you're private or public, you're still a corporation.
I'm trying to explain to you that the states.
You're not explaining nothing. I can read it out of the book. Just figure out what a corporation is.
Well, I'm telling you that
municipality is in the law book.
Well, I'm telling you.
Read it right
yes,
here.
you're
you
right.
You don't have to tell me anything.
So then, if you could see, if you have it in your definitions, if you have your Black's Law dictionary, then you should know that a municipal corporation is separate and distinct from a private company like McDonald's. You should know that.
Okay, well, no, I shouldn't know that. A corporation is a corporation. McDonald's is a franchise. Many people own that franchise. Right, many people own the McDonald's franchise.
But there's a head office, correct?
Okay, there's a head office for the United States corporations too, ain't it? Right there, Washington D.C. That's the debtor. The United States Corporation is the debtor, and it's located right there in Washington D.C. And all these subsidiaries and all the bar members that work with the corporation to keep it up. It's all good. I mean, I understand where you're coming from.
No, I don't think you actually do understand because again, you're trying to draw parallels again between a political entity like a state government and a private company.
A state government is a corporation.
How?
What were the name of the first 12 colonies? Were they not corporations?
They had a charter from the King of the King of England.
They were corporations,
and
brother.
then they were as colonies they became sovereign entities, right?
Okay, here we go with the sovereign entity. So how did it? So the European came from Europe, found some land on discovery, and became sovereign through a corporation.
No,
that's what you're saying. That's what you're telling me.
They didn't become sovereign through a corporation. The colonies
well,
started out
sovereign?
through charters granted to them by the king. Eventually,
King who?
The King
George?
of England.
King who? What was his name? King George?
Well, that was the one where they
King
broke
George
off.
III?
That was the one who broke it off. He wasn't around when these colonies. The colonies were around for at least 100 years before they broke off from Great Britain. So that wasn't King George. It
Why
wasn't
did they
King.
break off from Great Britain? Why did they break off from the brutish king over
do
there?
you really want me to
Were
go
they
through the
slaves over there in
American?
Europe?
Do you really want me to go through the
hey.
American Revolution with you now?
The European. Hey man, do whatever you think you need to do.
Well, you're asking
all
you're
good.
asking me the question. Why did they break off? I mean, I could give you a list of
we're
reasons.
Hey, whatever. I mean, it's you invited me. It's your discussion. It's all good, brother. I'm not.
I mean,
well,
no. If I'll answer the question. I mean,
hey, teach me something, man. Hey, if you it's all good.
I mean, after the end of the French and Indian War, the colonies incurred a lot of debt that they owed to the British homeland. In terms of trying to get that money back, the British homeland it tried to impose taxes and trade restrictions on the colonies to pay back what they owed in the war. The colonists didn't like that because they were getting taxed heavily, and on top of that, they didn't have any sort of representation in Parliament to voice any kind of grievance. Eventually, that rose to a boiling point to where the colonies declared independence in 1776. Thus culminating into the American Revolutionary War that lasted until 1782, when the Brits said that this was not worth it anymore to try and keep the colonies in, and then they relented, granting the 13 colonies its independence. From there, the colonies first drafted what's called the Articles of Confederation, where it was largely a group. It was largely set up as a group of 13 states with heavy amounts of power, but with a weak central government. 10 years later, they didn't really work well, so then they came back in the Second Continental Congress, created the Constitution that had a stronger central government, but also obviously retained the sovereignty of the 13 colonies, who then became states with their own respective constitutions. And that is how America formed.
1780 what? 1789? Okay.
The ratification.
1789, 87.
1789 was when the Constitution was introduced, and I think it was ratified. If not by 1792, it was ratified.
Okay. Right. Okay. So. Right. Okay. So. At that time, are you familiar with the correspondence? Since you said you just said it, you just laid it out right there. You were granted colonies from the British, et cetera, et cetera. So in all that, are you familiar with the correspondence that was taking place between George Washington and the Sultan? And I see a lot of you know what I'm saying, you little commenters saying, "Oh, more means slave. More is Moroccan for slave. Oh, you're more means slave." But y'all can, you can say whatever you want to say, whatever y'all want to say, it's right because you said it. So I'm not going to argue with nobody. I just know that when I read information and knowledge, whether it's from a law book, commercial law book, West Business Law, whatever book it's from, I just use that knowledge and I just apply that wisdom to my own life, and I get the satisfaction, I get the outcome that I think I deserve. So with that being said, black can mean slave, white can mean slave, whatever. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. But what I want to get back to is, are you familiar with the correspondence in 1789, December 1st, between George Washington and the Sultan?
What was the year of that? 1789. Yes.
Yes, sir. It was December 1st, 1789, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to reference is that just like I was saying earlier, this North America is Moorish lands, and to be an American, you have to be an Emir. And if you're not an Emir, then you're not an American. You're a colonizer.
Wait, what?
You're in America, and
you're saying that
right.
You're saying
So
that
I'm going to read this letter.
Okay, go for it.
Hold on. Just pause everything real quick. Just pause. I know you want to play some, because I want to keep our attention going.
No, I want to go because I want to go to the part of the video that it had the correspondence so everybody could see it.
Right.
It's around here somewhere.
Right.
I know you posted it because that's where I recall seeing it.
Right.
Where did you have it?
The correspondence between George Washington and the Sultan. Right.
Correct.
Right.
I think this is it.
I don't think I have the letter on what you're looking at. I don't think I have the letter on what you're on that one right there. I don't think.
I think this is it. Letter from George Washington to Muhammad ibn Abdullah, Sultan of Morocco.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Go for it.
Can we, just pause that right there. Just pause that, right. And so what I want to do is I just want to travel through this letter, right? And this is with respect to, whoever or whatever, this is what I use to reiterate to people who want to challenge Moors or whoever of our people that this is our lands and that Europeans are in our lands and are using color of law, all these funny titles and colors you want to apply to yourself and deceive us out of our own property and dominions, right, from the top. Great and magnanimous friend, right? Since the date of this letter, which the late Congress by their president addressed to your Imperial Majesty, the United States of America have thought proper to change their government and institute a new one, agreeable to the Constitution, of which I have the honor herewith to enclose a copy. The time necessarily employed in the arduous task and the disarrangements occasioned by so great thought peaceful a revolution will apologize and account for your majesties not having received those regularly advised marks of attention from the United States, which the friendship and magnanimity of your conduct toward them afford reason to expect. The United States, having unanimously appointed me to supreme executive authority in this nation, your majesty's letter on August 17, 1788, which by reason of the dissolution of the late government remain unanswered, has been delivered to me. I have also received the letters which your Imperial Majesty has been so kind to write in favor of the United States to the Bashaw of Tunis and Tripoli, and I present to you in sincere knowledge and the thanks to the United States for this important mark of your friendship for them. We greatly regret the hostile disposition of those regencies towards this nation who have never injured them, and not to be removed on terms of our power to comply with. Within our territories, there are no mines, whether of gold, silver, and this young nation, just recovering from the waste and dissolution of long war, have not, as yet, had time to acquire riches by agriculture and commerce. But our soul is bountiful and our people industrious, and we have reason to flatter ourselves that we shall gradually become useful to our friends. The encouragement which your majesty has been pleased generously to give to our commerce with your dominions, the punctuality which you have caused the treaty, right, with us to be observed. No school system today talks about the treaties that were on record right now that pertain to so-called Negroes, Blacks, Africans, or colored Americans, right? No school teaches these treaties, right? Let me continue on. And the just and generous measures taken in the case of Captain Proctor make a deep impression on the United States and confirm their respect for and attachment to your imperial majesty. It gives me great pleasure to have the opportunity of assuring your majesty that while I remain at the head of this nation, I shall not cease to promote every measure that may conduce to the friendship and harmony which so happily subsists between your empire and them, and shall esteem myself happy in every occasion of convincing your majesty of the high sense which in common with your whole nation, I entertain magnanimity, wisdom, and benevolence to your majesty, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so my point is, you clearly see I have it highlighted that the dominions of the Moorish or Moroccan Empire is North America, and lands were granted from the empire to Europeans. So with that being said, hold on. Let me don't cut my wisdom yet. Hold on. I'm gonna give it to you. With that being said, when I put out America is Moorish Moroccan lands, that ties completely to the fact that I can look at Amir. Amir is a Moorish Muslim title. The term Amir means commander of a Moorish land. Montezuma, and that information is on Harvard Law website. That's what I've downloaded books off of Harvard Law that says Montezuma is one of the last Moorish kings in the Americas. So this is, I'm not here to, you know what I'm saying, to grandstand or anything, man, but when you came on my video and, you know, like I said, me and you don't have any issue once one another. You're challenging me, and I still think to this day, attorneys, when they don't tell their client that, and this pertains to really criminal law.
You're kind of going past the letter, by the way. You're kind of going past the letter at this point.
That's fine. That's fine.
Can I respond?
Well, that's fine. I mean, because the letter only
Can I respond?
I mean, you can respond to the letter. Well,
I mean, because
well,
the reason why is because I'm not going to sit here and try and let you say that this correspondence is proof positive that the Americas were part of Morocco, because it doesn't say that at all.
Congress. You can go to the Congressional Library and get the letter.
I'm not disputing, dude. Let me finish for
it's
fuck's
all good, man. It's not bad. It's all good.
Let me.
You don't have to, but you're not supposed to believe me. You're part of the bar association.
No, it's not about me believing it or not. Any rational person's going to read this letter and not take away from any rational person is not going to take this letter and rationally believe that this is proof that Morocco was part of North America and that the United States got land from Morocco. What this letter is saying to the Sultan is that we have not been able to respond to your correspondence to us because we were in the middle of reforming our government from the Articles of Confederation to the Constitution. Furthermore, at no point does this letter say anything about the United States being subservient to Morocco. That
wasn't my argument. My argument wasn't that you were subservient to Morocco.
Okay,
I just said
so then
the
at what
land
point
is Morocco. You're in
No,
Moroccan
it's not.
dominion.
It doesn't say that at all in this letter.
So you can argue with whoever you can argue by yourself. It's all good. I'm not here to argue with you. Like I said, I don't have nothing to prove. I can just read this here, brother.
Okay, that's fine.
Like
you can take whatever.
Like I said again,
you can take whatever interpretation you want from this letter, and you can read it all you want, but it's not going to mean what you think it means, because it says your encouragement.
If you think that, that's on you, brother. That's on you, man. I'm not here to argue with you
that's
about
fine.
What I know the truth is to be.
I mean,
it's okay, man.
I understand that.
I'm not tripping.
Look, I have no.
Whether you like it or not, you're in Moorish lands.
Okay.
Let's say it ain't Morocco. Let's say this land wasn't the dominions of Morocco. Let's say it wasn't. Let's say it was the dominions of the Aztecs, and Montezuma was just a Moor. Okay. Well, you're still in Moorish lands. That's.
Okay, well,
I don't care if you don't like it or not. Or
here's the
Amexem.
Here's the problem, dude. Even if I were to agree with your insane revisionist history,
don't agree with me. You don't have to, brother.
Even if I were to agree with your revisionist history, it doesn't matter, because the Moorish Empire doesn't govern the land anymore. The Moorish Empire doesn't exist here.
It doesn't matter to you.
The Moorish Empire doesn't doesn't exist
the
anymore.
knowledge of the Moorish Empire.
It is
So
not
like I said,
recognized territory
it's not supposed
anymore.
to. You're not supposed to like what I'm saying about our lands being Moorish lands. You're not supposed to like it, Mr. Esquire Attorney. You're not going to like it, brother.
It's not about whether I like it or not. It's not whether I like it or not. I'm not telling you the fact that it's not recognized by anybody.
Well, that's not a fact. What you're saying is not a fact. Just because you said it doesn't make it a fact. Just because you said it.
Okay, if you have, please cite to me
just
any
you're
court
an attorney,
case.
brother, don't mean nothing, man. That
Please
bar
cite
card
to-
don't mean nothing.
Please
man.
cite to me. Please cite to me.
You don't have. Are you a Power Ranger?
Please, yes, I'm the Green Ranger. Please cite to me at any point in any court case where there is any recognition of a Moorish American not having to abide by the laws of the municipality or the state of New Jersey. Because you did go into that with the right to travel and all this nonsense.
And let me answer. Can I reply?
Go for it.
Okay. So your question to me right now is, does a Moorish American have to abide by what are you?
Abide by
I really need to understand your question. I'm trying to understand your question.
Does a Moorish American or any foreigner or any foreign national for that matter have to abide by the laws of the municipality, the state, or the federal government that has defined geographical boundaries?
Well, Moors are, and not just Moors, people are bound. You're bound by the agreement that you agree to. The contract that you agree to makes the law. So, and I think what one misunderstanding that a lot of people are seeing is a lot of our people don't understand contracts, and a lot of our people don't understand how to live within contracts that they've made, maybe inadvertently or, and so what I'm saying is you're obligated to live by what you agree to. If you put your name on, you may say you agree to move to the moon in 5 years. If you sign that on a piece of paper, then you agree to that. That's on you. That's the law. So you have to go to the moon in 5 years. And so that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you've never seen on my platform me sell anything about how to get out of driver's license. You don't see that on my platform. And I'm not, knocking on that, but I don't sell how to get out of jail free cards, or I don't do that at all. What you see on my platform is you just see a regular dude down to earth that found his history by reading tremendously amounts of hours and using that knowledge to, in my own life and applying it in my own life and getting, the benefit or whatever I thought needed to be happening. Now, when I quote other things out of law dictionaries, I'm saying this stuff to inspire, not only teach my people, but to inspire my people that reading not only frees you from captivity, whether it be from, people interviewing you and they snoring and sleeping, or corporations or whatever, but, knowledge is what frees you. So whatever you get your situation, you get your ass into, then
well, here's the thing that I have here is that, okay,
you want to be more specific about something, or would you just want to?
Here's the issue that I'm having, because I did see a couple of your videos, and I saw another one earlier too, and you did mark, this idea of the right to travel, and I understand that you're not trying to sell anything, and you're not necessarily saying, but you are saying that if you provide any form of ID to a police officer, that supposedly invokes some sort of contract. And here's the problem: is that
let
me finish here.
Whether when I start, okay,
let me finish here. Here's the thing: you're not the first person. Again, as you know what my channel is, I've seen a lot of these different arguments.
I want to address what you're saying specifically.
You're not the first person to make these kinds of arguments regarding driver's licenses, contracts. Such
I'm not
as
arguing driver's licenses, brother. That's not my argument.
You are saying
You said that the states. What you're saying in context, so you don't deceive anybody. Because I haven't taught and told anybody.
You said that here. I'm going to tell him. You said that the state.
Now you're quoting the video that I made, right?
Yes, you said that.
Right. I told you how I responded.
State converted.
Right,
you're saying that the state converted the right to travel to a privilege by offering these licenses, by issuing these licenses.
No. Hold on. Hold on. Let me say it correctly, because people they'll just run with what you're saying and not get a proper understanding of what I was trying to disseminate to the public. What I'm trying to say is the corporation, whether that's you or whoever that we don't see, has taken the right, and I don't need to name any cases or whatever. I won't go through it, but they've somehow been able to finagle. And I held a commercial driver's license, CDL, for years ago. But there was never, if you talk to old commercial drivers, old truck drivers, there was never a driver's license. There's never a CDL. There was never a driver's license, right? There was never any type of instrument that gave you permission to travel on the free. There wasn't that type of instrument, right? So when I say that, when I made that comment on that, that's what I was commenting to, is that somehow or another, some agency or some fraction of people have infiltrated the republic and have somehow sold that right to the people. Now, in order for me to go down, let's say I had children, in order for me to go down here and get some diapers or something at 2 o'clock in the morning for my baby or something, I got to ask these people who I've never seen in my life to permission to get in a vehicle that I've worked hard for, that probably barely even starts. I need to ask them to go down the street to get some diapers and milk for my baby. If I don't have that, then I just need to get down there the best way I can. I need to walk, and there ain't no buses or whatever. So I can't operate a vehicle without permission of these people with guns that got security riding around. And if they catch you without this little card in your pocket, they'll gun you down. Now, you may not have ever, faced that type of, but what I'm saying is, somebody, before commercial CDLs, before chauffeurs, license and permission cards, somebody converted just to the natural right of a man to be able to take care of his own private business. Somebody converted that into, I got to pay for this in order, and that's where I'm coming from.
Well, well, there's the thing that you kind of said a couple of different things, but the first thing that I wanted to point out,
I can break it down, whatever I need to break down to a better understanding. I'll do it.
No. It's about trying to address each and every point. The problem here that I'm seeing is that you are saying that you heard from some older guys, older truck drivers, who said that they never.
Not that I've heard. I've trucked.
You've been told. Okay, you were told that there was never a CDL. There was never a CDL. But here's the problem: the earliest case of the Supreme Court upholding the state's ability to require somebody to have a driver's license was in 1915. The car had only existed for about 15 years at that time.
The state.
Yeah, so the state. In other words, so the state of New Jersey.
But you're reiterating what I'm saying. You're saying this group of people who nobody sees, but you can say legislators or whatever. You can say that,
right? Because
you don't see none of these people, and these are people that live in rural areas, millionaires.
What are you talking about? I see my legislator all the time.
Well, I'm okay. Well, I'm not in New York. It may not pertain to you. You may not. You see your legislator all the time. That's good.
You seem to think that the state is some sort of alien entity. When with all due respect, they're made up of people.
States, the East states, the S states, the Moorish estates have been converted over to corporate estates and now ran by Europeans.
Wait, what the hell?
I completely understand. I completely understand estate, man. I completely understand estate and state. I understand that. You got to charter the state of New Jersey or
A state, not E state.
A state, yeah, a state.
A state of the state of
yeah.
New Jersey,
And
the
a
state of New
state,
York,
and a state, right.
or the Commonwealth of
Right.
Pennsylvania, or the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
All right.
By the way, yes,
whatever.
you know, those are the official titles of. So not everything is a state. By the way, there's the Commonwealth of Virginia, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So if you're trying to make the argument that
Commonwealth,
a
Commonwealth doesn't have a charter like the corporate state of New York, or corporate state of Arkansas, the corporate state.
They're constitutions. They're not charters.
Virginia have.
They're constitutions, not charters.
What do you mean the Constitution for? The Constitution for the state of whatever?
Yeah, they're constitutions, not charters. What are you talking about?
Okay, whatever.
But no, I know you keep
can
on.
move the goalposts all you want, because I know what 13 original.
I'm not the one moving the goalposts. You're the one who's saying whatever when you're called out on a contradictory statement here.
No. You ain't calling me out on nothing. I ain't contradict nothing, man.
You're the one who keeps trying to think that Virginia is a corporation by trying
Virginia is a corporation.
Yet it sounded like you didn't realize.
Does Virginia have a corporate tax number? What is the name of that? Duns and Bradstreet. Are they on? Is Virginia a corporation on Duns and Bradstreet?
No,
because I think all 50 corporations, all 50 state corporations have a number that's on Duns and Bradstreet.
That doesn't make them a private corporation. I don't know why you keep thinking this.
I don't care if they're private. I said they're a corporation. Period. Don't move the goalposts, brother.
They're a political entity, not a. They're a political entity, not a corporation.
Right.
Not a corporation, but not a corporation in how you're trying to act in it. But you're not. You.
Okay, they're not. Whatever. Now they're not a corporation.
They're.
Right,
no, they're not.
Brother.
There are municipal corporations.
Okay.
So,
but there are state corporations, but they're municipal corporations. Right. That makes sense. Yeah,
right.
That makes sense, brother. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because
brother.
I know this is hard for you to figure out, but I'm trying to correct you here.
No, it's not hard for me to figure out at all, brother, because all you got to do is pull out a book and show what corporations are. I don't care if it's private or public.
And by the way, that goes
a department. It has a policy or a police department, which it's military, right? And
it's law enforcement. It's not a military. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
you think a police department's a military?
Color of law? You mean color of law enforcement?
No,
what do you mean?
Law
color
enforcement.
Of law enforcement.
No, law enforcement.
Okay, well, what is color? So they're not implementing color of law. They're not imposing color of law and color of office. Oh, okay.
No.
Sure. Okay. Will you pull a book out? Show me that in the book.
I love how your dismissive attitude is like really helping your argument here.
No, I just like your passion. I just like your passion for you defeating everything I've read out of a law book.
Right.
You're saying no.
And you're right because
the whole world can look and see that you're.
I know here's the problem, dude. Your misinterpretation of what the dictionary says doesn't really mean shit. Your misinterpretation of what a dictionary says, and also I also want to point out to you something that I also told somebody else. The Black's Law Dictionary is not binding.
You went to a school. Black's Law binding, right? I've read that in there. Neither is the term black. That's not binding either.
Okay.
Right.
So what?
Binding.
You know what is binding?
Right.
The laws of the legislature.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
I mean, I don't know. And that goes into my other argument and my other point
here.
The
Republic. Which are you for the democracy or for the republic? Because I already see where this is going. That's why I said, boy,
here's the other issue is what I was trying to get. I wanted to try and get this argument to you before.
I'm arguing with you like a clown.
You're right. You know, I'm starting to feel the same way that this is turning into a waste of time, but it's okay. The point I wanted to make is that the point I wanted to make with you, Amexem, is that you, and something that you brought up earlier, is that you said that. What matters? Here's the thing. Where has this worked? At any point, in other words,
hold on, slow down. Hold on, because I need to answer that. Where has what worked? What I'm saying on my videos, where has it worked?
Yes,
and that's what you're asking me.
The idea that you can that licenses are contracts. That
here we go again.
That you don't have to abide by these laws because you're not part of the corporate charter. or part of the corporate
you never
system.
Heard me say none of that. You never heard me say none of that, brother.
I
you
want.
didn't hear me say any of that.
Well, that's the thing. You are presenting to your audience an idea of what the laws are, what really is going on, correct? But then I have yet to see anybody try to put forth these claims in front of a court and them winning.
Nobody. Okay, one. Because you said a lot right there. I need to go back and try to address each one of those.
Hey, now you know how it feels, but go ahead.
I know, man. I know. Okay. let's start from the back. Okay. With the you've never seen anybody in a courtroom use these tactics or whatever and win. I'm gonna start with that. That can be. I can give you a million different definitions. And from my own understanding on that, and from experience, and why that's not ever going to be shown is that's too powerful for us to be able to apply this knowledge. Where we it's really elementary. This is really elementary knowledge, and once just elementary knowledge is used in just a simple person's life to free themselves or to apply some type of benefit that they're seeking, then the masses aren't to be shown any of that type of action or correspondence or anything like that, because what that do is just it's a trickle effect. It's like water. It's like running water. It's erosion, and once water that's living gets to running free, ain't nothing can stop it. So whether if you got a little 16 of an inch hole in your roof, and once that water starts hitting on it, boop, boop, and that water starts dripping, that hole gets bigger and bigger, and eventually you can't stop it. So my opinion on that is you're not going to see it. You're not supposed to see it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these victories don't necessarily have to come from, in a courtroom, just in front of a judge. We're at the point right now in our lives, we already know what we're up against. So we don't necessarily look for the victory. We look for the challenge, because the steel sharpens steel. When you try to defeat me in a courtroom, and I'm just speaking plain truth and how it applies to my life, then you're only exposing the true cover-up. And since I don't have any ill intent of trying to, beat anybody out of any type of goods or services or whatever, then I don't necessarily have to worry about, getting railroaded, because I can either come from the Bible, which says I'm a Moor, right? Or I can come from a law book, which says I'm a Moor, or I can come from a dictionary, which says I'm a Moor, or I can come from a history book, that says I'm a Moor. And then I can just stand on that principle alone, and just my conviction with the added information is enough by itself. And so just that right there, that's just too much power. And they don't, I'm not one that they don't really want me to socialize with a lot of brothers. They don't really want my stuff out anyway, because it's really about, how you apply. I apply truth, brother. And once I apply truth, there's no way getting around it, whether, if you got ill intent or if you don't, it's going to stand on its own. So whatever,
Well, I guess that's an admirable way to look at it. That you're not going to look. You're going to stand true to your convictions. My point, and that's fine. That's my point. Is that.
And I'm saying that when I say conviction, don't get me wrong, man, because you're not my enemy. You're not my enemy. I know I don't agree, with attorneys and lawyers, just specifically because they operate in color of law. And then, like I said earlier to you, when you file that motion to leave and you surrender that person, when you surrender that body to the jurisdiction of the court, you should at least disclose that to them people. You should at least give them a heads up so they can say, okay, well, since I got I'm a little bit in too deep, I need to maybe back out and, try to go another route.
Well,
but
the reason I imagine
you got attorneys that are actually working for the state, and I'll give you the floor back. When you have attorneys that are public defenders who are actually working for the state, and when they file these documents on behalf of somebody they're so-called representing, they are selling our people. and that's either a Caucasian man like you, that may be a Negro, or that may be an African from, you know, I don't care who it is, you're a traitor. And like I said, I'm not mad at you. I'm just putting it in. I'm speaking in general. And if you don't disclose things like that, I'm just for the people, man.
Well, that's the thing.
Whether you like it or not. And the Constitution doesn't have any, the Constitution.
You keep saying that I have to disclose the idea that if I turn something in, I'm having them succump to some sort of jurisdiction.
If you surrendered your client to the jurisdiction of the court without them knowing,
here's the thing. I'm assuming you're telling
money, but you're not going to tell them.
I'm assuming you're talking body to the court. Here's the problem that you have here. I think you're assuming that the problem that you have here is your claim about jurisdiction is regarding to what, that territorial or subject matter jurisdiction.
Whatever. Personal, subject matter, territorial. I'm not arguing that. I don't have any issues like that.
Any attorney will know that if their client is accused of committing a crime and the crime is described as occurring as a crime is accused,
you need to go to jail.
And a crime is accused. And the crime alleged occurred. They state that it occurred within a territorial boundaries of a municipality or a state. Then they have that the state has that territorial jurisdiction. They can challenge other forms of subject of jurisdiction.
They can challenge. They can challenge all points of jurisdiction. Well, I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to debate whether the state can. I'm not here to argue all that. I don't even have them issues with. Because once I put my ID down, I don't even have no issues, brother. So to be honest with you, I don't really have a dog in this fight.
Here's the problem, dude. If the client is telling you, no, man, I'm not subject to these laws, they don't have jurisdiction over me, an attorney's going to be like, what the hell are you talking about?
Their mouth. Well, yeah. See, I'm not going to argue with you. See, and a lot of people are, a lot of people are just take what they hear from people and then run with it. You know what I'm saying? They'll learn the hard way if they don't, challenge it the right way. So I just tell people, do your due diligence. I don't tell anybody to follow me. I just give personal stories of how I've been able to conquer colonists and attorneys that are trying to subjugate me and take my body and make me pay a claim with fiat paper. That's all I do.
Well, I
may not even have a dog in the fight, but you arguing. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
You say fiat paper. You keep saying fiat currency, but I imagine you still accept it in your job, right?
Well, it's either I'll exchange it, turn it into, because it's all deposit, it's all numbers to me. But of course, I'm not an idiot. But it still
has value. But apparently, it has value to you, right? It does have value.
My bonds, I have silver bonds too. I have surety bonds. They have value too.
Okay.
Right. I'm bonded.
So what's the point?
They have value.
So why complain that you're being asked to pay fiat currency?
What do you mean? What's the point? What's back in the currency?
The full faith and credit of the United States.
Okay. Well, what's the credit? What's the collateral? You got to put something up, right? You got to put the collateral up if you're going to do business, brother. So in the business, the collateral, in the people, the collateral.
But again,
when I default on a debt, don't they come collect on my body, right? They'll come grab my body.
If it's secured.
Right. See, secured. See the language? See how I like the language, though. I'm secured, brother. So, like I said, I may not have a dog in a fight that you're trying to argue with because I've already conquered that.
BS. My problem is that you're advocating arguments and claims that don't work and will get people in trouble. That's my point.
No, I didn't. I didn't tell on one of my videos, right? When I explained my situation on how I've been able to untangle myself from color of law officials. That's all I said. I never said, hey, you need to pay me for this right there. I just said, hey, if you act the way you think, right? If you be yourself, because I just be myself. I just be myself and I operate with my nationality card. I don't use a slave card as my identification, right? So my ID card says Amexem Bay on it. It says North American. Right. So what I'm saying is when a gentleman or whoever that proclaims to have authority over me, if he asks me for my ID, it's definitely not a driver's license, because a driver's license is not an ID card.
It's a form of
That's
ID.
what needs to. It's a form of what kind of ID?
It's an accepted. It's an accepted form of identification. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
No different.
Cool.
In other words, no different from a passport or
no different from a passport. But I can't use my driver's license to go to the airport and go to Cancun or not Cancun, but Africa or anywhere else. That driver's license don't do what a passport does, brother.
Right.
You're late. Right.
So passport.
Driver's license
it's a form of ID
as a passport.
I never said it did.
So it's a form of corporate ID for the corporate territory you're in.
It's a form of identification recognized by the state.
You just said you just repeated what I just said, brother. I just said the same thing.
But you dropped in the whole corporate thing, which is kind of asinine. You kept on dropping in the whole corporate thing, but I'm not buying into that.
Okay. I think.
And here's the thing: nobody else buys into that either. When a cop asks you for your ID and you give him this Amexem Bay, your own personally created ID, a cop's gonna look at this as like,
why would that be anything different? That's my travel card. Why would that, me giving who I like to identify myself as, why would that offend you? If I have a card that says I'm not black, why would the attorney? Why would you be upset because I would like to identify myself by my ancient history?
You know what?
Why would you
can identify yourself all you want, but don't pretend like it's acceptable to it's acceptable at all. Don't pretend that like it's legitimate.
Damn,
that's my problem.
You're just blatant. Hey, what's your name? Alexis?
Artie. Artie, there you go.
Artie. Okay, my bad, Artie. You are just blatant. I don't give a. You don't want to. You don't see. Hey, Artie, what's your pedigree? You kind of look Italian a little bit. What's your lineage?
I get Italian a lot, but I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay. Okay. Puerto Rican. Okay. Right. Okay.
I don't see the humor.
Oh, brother. It's all good, man. It's all good. No, I'm not gonna go there with my Bowinkler people. But okay, man. I guess if you love being a part of the bar, if the bar association for whatever,
I think I already told you that I'm not a member of the bar association.
I mean, well, you said you're barred in New York and New Jersey.
I have a license to practice.
Okay, so if they took that, you just have to.
I don't have a bar card, by the way.
No. You wouldn't. If they took your license, you could never defend anybody else ever again.
Just like a doctor couldn't practice medicine if the board took his license. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Let's say somebody had let's say I had an issue, maybe a minor, let's say a possession offense or whatever, and I came and I knew you was a former attorney, but you don't have a.
I have a license,
and they took your license. Let's say they took your license.
Nobody took my license. I don't know why you keep thinking this. Nobody took my license. I'm licensed to practice.
Hypothetically, brother.
Okay, go for it.
I'm not arguing. No, I'm just speaking hypothetically. Let's say they took your license. The state, the corporate state took your license.
Okay.
Would you, would somebody be able to say, hey man, let me write a power of attorney, sign a power of attorney over for you to, represent me in a case I've got? Could they do that?
No.
They couldn't do that.
No. That's not what power of attorney means.
I'm just asking, could I file any affidavit in any case, whether it be civil, criminal, felony, or misdemeanor, and if I didn't think I was competent enough to present myself, I could sign an affidavit, file it in the court, and have you speak on my behalf? Even if you didn't have a license to practice law, couldn't I do that?
No.
You're a liar.
I'm not
You're
lying.
A bold-faced
That's
liar.
true.
Yes, you are. You are a bold-faced liar.
Oh, that's cute.
Bro, where you go?
Please explain to me how I'm wrong.
You're a bold-faced liar, man. You're a bold-faced liar.
Apparently, you have no idea what power of attorney means.
No. Even hold on. Let's exclude the power of attorney. I excluded that. I just said I'm writing an affidavit, and and let's say I'm speaking hypothetically, I've been charged with, like I said, possession.
Okay.
Right? And I go in front of a judge. This is what do they call it first? Plea in arraignment, right?
All right.
I'm going to plea in arraignment. I walk in there by myself, and the judge says, calls your name or whatever, calls you up to the podium or whatever, and says, "Are you such and such, such and such?" Yes. Blase, blase, you got a job or whatever? Do you have money to represent? No. Okay, well, do you want us to give you a public defender? And you say, "Sir, even though I have no money and I don't want the public defender, I'd like to file an affidavit in my behalf for having a person speak on my behalf." Is that legal in a courtroom?
And the judge is going to ask, is he licensed to practice in this state?
No, hold on. Okay, so, now with that being said, if I said no, I don't want anybody to speak in my behalf, I'm just going to present myself. Can I do that?
You'd have to go through a Ferretta hearing first.
Okay, I'm not arguing that. Now, with that being said, you just proved that I can have somebody else speak for me, brother, even if they don't have a license.
No, I don't know how you got that logic from the question.
Because you just said they'd have to. I asked you. You said they would have to go through a hearing first, and I said, right,
yeah,
that's
a hearing first in order to determine whether or not you are capable of representing yourself.
That's cool. Whatever. That's fine.
Right. So how did that prove your argument? How does that support your argument?
What I'm saying is I can file a document that has somebody else represent me. If I can accept your public defender from the judge and the state, I know I can file a document with somebody representing me. It's the same thing.
You can file that document, but the judge is not going to accept that, and they're not going to accept that person as representing you unless they are licensed in the state.
So my pastor can't help me defend myself and speak on my behalf.
No.
That's what you're saying.
If he doesn't have a license to practice law, no, he can't.
You're lying. Brother.
I'm not lying. I don't. Do you want me to cite to you case law?
You can only cite the laws up there where you're licensed to practice. You can't tell me nothing about Arkansas, because Arkansas you can walk inside a courtroom.
I can cite to you federal courts, which are binding on the states.
Now you want. That's fine. I'm not arguing that. I don't have a dog in that hunt. I'm not arguing that. But what I'm saying is, and that's a good point you made, that the Dred Scott case is federal law, right?
It's not good law anymore.
I didn't ask you if it was good or not. I asked you if it was federal law.
No.
That's federal law, right? Oh God. Okay, now it's
not good law.
Oh God.
It's not good law anymore.
I didn't ask you if it was good law. What? Okay.
It's
still the law. Whether it's still the law, though, brother. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, here's the point. It's unenforceable law.
Oh God. Oh God.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
What makes the Dred Scott unenforceable? Let me ask you.
The 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments.
Okay. Did you know that there's several states that didn't ratify the 14th Amendment? You know that's not.
You realize that doesn't matter as long as 3/5 of the states ratify it. Then it's binding on all the others.
Yeah. Hey, now, and with that being said, it does matter when you apply it to your own person, because I've applied it to myself and it matters. So you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want to say, but freedom is an individual thing first, and then it kind of spreads out collectively to the entire people.
Yeah, no,
so
that's not how it works.
If I can't even, that it may not work like that for you, but that's how it works for me, because I have to apply this knowledge to myself individually first.
I mean, that's fine. You can believe whatever you want, but good luck trying to defend that self in court.
Yeah, but you're speaking hypothetically. See, I'm not going to court. You keep talking about, I'm not going to court. I don't have any issues to go to court.
Oh, okay, but once you get stopped, you get stopped in your 88 Bronco without a license, it's going to be a problem.
Damn, here we go again. And I'm still working on the Bronco, brother. I got an F-150. So I'm cooling it too, brother. Come on, man. And what I really think, man, is you know, like I said, for you being from Boinqua and being a Puerto Rican brother and attorney on top of that, man, it's really disheartening for you to even sound so kind of elitist. You sound elitist, as if people can't even think freely. People can't have any other type of thoughts.
What does me being Puerto Rican have anything to do with anything? Now I'm kind of curious about this.
What does Puerto Rico stand for? Who named it Puerto Rico?
The Spaniards.
Oh, the Spanish. Are you Spanish?
Well, being Puerto Rican kind of implies that.
Are you?
What do you mean, homina? I was answering your question.
Okay, okay, brother. Okay, if you're Spanish, what is that? The original name of that land?
The original name of the land was Borinquen.
Okay, are you that?
I don't know. I could ask my parents. They probably know more about my family history than that.
That means that you're not that. You're Spanish. See, the Spanish info came over and conquered those lands from the Boinqua people.
Okay.
See, that's why you think the way you are, because you're a colonizer. I'm not mad at you, but I'm just saying that's what you are. You came with the Spanish and colonized these lands.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was alive in 1502.
Hold on. No. Well, you said you just had to ask your ancestors. Were they alive in 1502?
Are you suggesting that my direct ancestors were part of the colonizers?
I told Spanish, or are you Boinqua? Which are you, brother?
I'm Boricua. I'm part of everything.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now you're part of everything. Oh, okay.
I'm part of both the Puerto Rican is the Taino Indians, the slaves that were brought in, and the Spanish colonists from Africa.
Slaves from where? Oh, from what part of Africa?
I don't know. They're African slaves. I'm pretty sure the slavers did. Okay. I'm pretty sure the slavers didn't ask them of their point of origin.
I mean, but why would you not? You would just name a people from Africa. Or they brought in some black slaves from Africa. Well, where were they from? I don't know. It doesn't matter. They were just black from Africa. I mean, for you to just speak like that, man, it just shows what your intent is.
What is my? Excuse me. What the fuck is my intent here? I'm sorry. With all due respect, I don't think. With all due respect, dude, when they put people out there, when people were taken on the ships,
when you're Spanish people,
when the Spanish and when the Spaniards and Portuguese took these people and sent them across in the Atlantic slave trade, I'm pretty sure
those were your people, right? Your people.
I am part of that. My family history is from the Spanish colonists. Are you trying to indict me because of what my ancestors may or may not have done 500 years ago?
I'm not trying to. I'm indicting you because you're a traitor. As an attorney, that's a traitor to your own people. And I believe that up front. Like I said, I don't have a personal thing, because I'm not going to go look for you. I'm not, I could care less what you do. I don't give two fucks at all. But I really believe you're a traitor to your own Borinqua people. You claim Puerto Rican, you're Spanish, right? I believe you're a part of that. And your energy, it's just your energy, because when I put information on my video, right, I just come to the people, not like I said. I don't get any type of benefit or money from. I don't ask for money, because this is from my heart, and what I do is strictly from the heart, and it's from the universe. And people need to. And I think freely, and I don't care who likes it. You could be from. Jesus could fall down on the planet. I'm going to tell him how I think. I'm gonna think freely. If you don't like it, then go back to where you're from. The funny part about people that are from other islands and stuff that come to our land and get to talk and get all these memberships, like. I got once prosecuted by an African lady. She was from Nigeria.
Okay.
I don't think a Nigerian or anybody from my land should be able to come over here and lock our people up. Simply one reason why I don't believe that is because if you go to any other land, I haven't seen any of our people joining bar or law firms in any other country and violating and oppressing the people with color of law actions. I've never seen that, brother. And I did 8 years in the United States Army, you know what I'm saying, in the Army Reserves, and I've been to several countries. Been to Mexico plenty, almost 50 times, man. I've never seen our people, right, go to another land become a legislator or member of some type of authority and start oppressing the Aboriginal people, right? You live in New York or Virginia, Jersey?
New Jersey.
Right? Okay, but you're from Borinqua, right?
Yes,
and I'm
that's
not
where
arguing,
that's
man. You
where
can live wherever you.
that's where my family is from. My parents were both born in Puerto Rico, and my father, when he was looking at his genealogy, we were able to trace my family back to both Portugal and Spain to around the 1600s.
Right, that's a good thing. That's a great thing. I'm glad. I'm proud of you, brother. I'm proud of you. But
yeah, you saying you're proud of me, but also calling me a traitor to my people really isn't sitting well with me.
You're still a traitor. I'm putting it in context though. Like I said, I don't have any hard feelings against you. I just think if you're not going to teach the people that you live amongst in your community what you're actually doing, then you're a traitor. I mean, that I would tell my own sister and brother that you're a traitor, man. And it's not nothing, like I said, I'm not going to come look for you or nothing like that. I'm not taking anybody that would oppress their own people, man. That is what it is, man. I mean,
you're saying that I'm oppressing my own people.
I wouldn't go to Puerto Rico. I wouldn't go to Borinqua. I wouldn't go over there, go to school, join get a license to practice law, and then use that on the people there. I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I could, and then try to reap a benefit and get money from that. I couldn't do that. I'm just not. That's not in my heart, So, and that's the traitor part, because I know what I do is not for money, but it's just because I love my people, And I know people like, not you, like you, but are arguing with us when we've been, oppressed for so long, and then when we start reading and applying this knowledge to our life, and then we start getting benefits out of it, the oppressors, the people who don't like to see us read and apply knowledge to ourselves to get a benefit out of it, start coming out and saying, what you're saying. And again, you're not my enemy, because
I find it very ironic that you say that that you're saying that you're finally learning this said knowledge, and people are trying to bring you down, when the origins of this knowledge was derived from white supremacists.
Here we go. Right, here we go. Right, so I can go to my encyclopedias and see all this Moorish history book, all this stuff about Moorish history in my book.
I'm not even talking about Moorish history.
That's all. Okay, well, I don't know what you're
I'm talking about these arguments about right to travel, jurisdiction, etc., etc. These legal arguments didn't start with the Moors.
Okay, well, okay, let's say it didn't. Okay, so.
But I'm just pointing it out that I find it very ironic that you're saying that these oppressors are hiding this knowledge from you when they were the ones who originated it in the first place.
But white supremacists aren't Caucasian. White does not apply to Caucasian men. So there was another people that were already acting free as a free white people before so-called white supremacists, sir. So I get kind of lost in your conversation because you're using it. I know it's a two-edged sword, but what I'm saying is your people haven't been using that term. You haven't been using that term white for very long. And what I'm saying is, if I open up a law book against somebody that says they're white and say, hey, well, this says a Caucasian is not a white person, but a Moorish person is a white person. Now I'm the enemy because I've read it out of law book.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure when Plessy versus Ferguson was passed down, the whole idea of whites only was a thing. This idea that this used to be defined as Caucasians versus colored, I'm pretty sure that's not there. It was always whites versus colored.
Do you have it? Do I need to open the law dictionary? It's right now in the law dictionary, word for word, brother. I can read it. It literally says right here, free white person does not mean Caucasian race. It says it right here in the law dictionary. I'm reading it. So what I'm saying
is, you do realize that Caucasian used to refer to a specific region in Europe, right?
Oh, the Caucasus?
Yes.
Of course, sir. Okay, man. Oh, okay, brother.
To
Well,
differentiate
you can
it
move the
from
goalposts again, brother.
southern,
I kick
no,
80-yard field
you
goals, brother.
keep
can move the
you keep
goalposts
using
again.
the
It don't
term
matter. I
about
kick
moving
left-footed
goalposts.
too.
I'm just trying to correct your terminology here, and you keep calling it moving
gosh, okay.
goalposts.
So let me ask you this: are Caucasian people from the Caucasus Mountains? Let's ask that then.
Nowadays, that's
Are
not
they?
considered it.
Okay, nowadays they're not. Okay.
No, in normal, in regular parlance, Caucasian used to be synonymous with a white person, but back then, Caucasian used to refer to specifically from the Caucasus and Eastern Europe.
When did your people start using the term white in America? Can you give me the date when y'all started using the term white?
As to define a group of people?
Probably. Let me answer this. Was Americo Vespucci? He was a white man, right? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, by our definition, yes. By our current definition, yes.
A Caucasian man, right. Your definition, Caucasians are white, right? Okay. All right, I guess, brother. I mean, hey, man, hey.
Hey, you learn something new every day, right?
Not from an attorney, but yeah, you do.
Well, I mean, I
do learn something every day.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to actually pay attention to what I'm saying or learn anything from me. I mean, that's not really what I came here.
Damn, that's a dry shot there. Oh, he's not going to pay attention. I'm not paying attention. I can't pay attention, huh?
Well, you know what? When you start off the conversation calling me a traitor, me a traitor to as part of my profession, and then a traitor to
come on, man,
traitor to my people.
Man. You know better.
Calling me saying that I'm a traitor because of where I come from.
I had to shit talk too. We can all talk shit, man.
Right. We can talk shit all we want.
Yeah, but you hit me up. You hit me on my thing, so I just, I fight fire with fire. Brother.
Okay, I mean,
I don't, I'm not gonna throw marshmallows at you and you shooting a 45.
And don't say I'm soft when I'm giving it right back. All right.
No, I'm saying you soft in a good way, brother. I'm not saying you soft like you're. It's just words, man. I don't give, bro. I'm a more till I die. I know I'm in my land, my homeland, and all my people that aren't awake, I try to do my best to wake my people up. If anybody that ain't on my team, you're obviously my adversary. So you just need to have your game tight when you run into me. Other than that, I don't, that's all I really don't have nothing else to say.
I mean, I'll conclude.
I don't care, man.
That's fine, man.
I get it. It was good to meet you, man.
Hey, that's fine, dude. We can close it out here. The whole argument is that I actually personally don't. What you think of how America originated, how it was founded.
Ain't an argument. I'm not arguing.
How you're trying to make this claim about where America came from and how it was formulated. That in and of itself, I couldn't care less. You can believe whatever the heck you want to believe.
Right.
My point is when you try to make these claims about laws and how they're applied to people and how licenses and how civil society is related to each other. In other words, our relationship between ourselves and these, government corporations, entities, whatever the hell you want to call it. When you try to make your claims about that and people start believing you, they're going to get themselves into trouble if they try to make these claims when they're brought in for a speeding ticket.
No, they're not. They're not going to get in trouble.
And that's my point.
You need to, and what I said, again, I got to reiterate again. I think people need to stand on their gut and they stand on truth. If once people do a bunch of reading and you do a bunch of, contrasting this law with this law and this with this, it'll just unravel right there in front of you. So I don't have to tell anybody to, you know what I'm saying, follow me. I don't tell them to follow me. I just like to give my information out of how I win, brother. So you can say whatever, but this is, it wasn't done overnight. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. I will forever tell my people the truth. And, hopefully.
And you know what? I'll continue to debunk it on my own channel and tell people how wrong they are.
You got to do what you got to do, Puerto Rico or Boricua. Right on, brother.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, man. If you got to go, you got to go, right?
No, I ain't got to go. I'm just saying what you got to ask me something. Come on with it. I mean, I just don't want to sit here and, go back and forth on that. We can't, I know we ain't going to agree on everything, but
Well, it's
Hell,
a little, I mean,
I'm
it's getting
46 years old, man.
Well,
I can be doing some reading in a good book right now instead of sitting here jacking with an attorney that is never going to agree with me on nothing.
Well, I agree. You know what? Yeah, you're right. You know, it's 9:30. I've been alive for about 3 hours. You came on at around 2 hours ago, and you're right. You know, I don't have to sit here and
I'm not just reading the comments. Am I being racist?
I don't have to sit here and take a guy calling me a traitor and saying that my Puerto Ricanness is being betrayed based on my profession because
people, man.
I've invaded.
I really do.
I've invaded the mainland.
I'll reiterate on that because I know that's where your energy is. So yes,
I have a problem with you call me a traitor to my own people. I believe you're a traitor, and I think you know that down on the inside of you. And I think that
you use that privilege of that license to deceive your own people, man.
And I think
you know it on the inside of you, Artie. You know it. You actually just wanted to argue with somebody because you want to get your rocks off in front of your little platform and think you can show up a guy that was going to sit up here and talk stupid about, oh no, people don't need to drive without licenses and people don't need to pay all this bullshit.
Well, you kind of demonstrated that tonight, so I didn't need to do much of anything, right?
Okay, well, hey, Artie, it works for me, brother, and you don't pay none of my bills, so. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, you say it works for you. That's fine. You can say that.
Ask me for help.
People ain't gonna believe you. And
well,
I think the problem is that you're the one who's going to call me a traitor. You're the one who's going to get people in trouble and get their cars taken away.
You're not a traitor, Artie.
No, fine. No, you can call me a traitor. You can call me whatever you want. I'm just going to be the one to say you're the one calling me a traitor. Yet I'm not the one who's going to put people in prison.
Traitor, hell, so. Let me get you. Let me take it back, Artie. Goddamn.
Hey, Amexem. I'm saying it's fine. You can call me whatever you want.
Man,
you can call me whatever you want. I'm not going to. I'm not the one who's going to be putting people in prison because of what he's spouting on the internet.
Oh God! Look here, man. Look.
And somebody who thinks he knows what the law is by thumbing through Black's Law Dictionary for a couple of days.
Hey man, okay, let's say you're right, Artie. Let's say you're right about everything because you're the magnificent Artie and you went to this prestigious law school and got this license from this state that said you're right. Okay. Now, what you're saying to a guy down here in Arkansas, and I climb trees for a living, man. I'm an arborist. I could give two fucks about whatever you're saying because the shit that I use in my life works for me. So whatever you're talking about is just you're jacking in the wind, brother. You're not gonna win, man.
I think I already demonstrated. I already demonstrated what's going on here
because for me because
you believing in Amexem and how the country was formed, that's fine. No, that's not hurting anybody how this country was formed. Your problem, and you could claim that this all works for you. That's fine. Do it.
Right.
Go for it.
It works for our people, man.
And the problem is you seem to be the only one, and you have no evidence. You have no evidence to back up that it works for you. And you're just spouting it on the internet,
let's do this right here, Mark. Let's do
saying
this right
that
here,
this is how the world works, yet it never works for anybody else except for you, apparently.
We're going to do another live. We're going to do another live sometime because I really like talking to you because I can bust you up some more.
Oh, that's
what
cute.
I'm going to do is I'm going to come on here. I'm going to come back on another time, right?
Go for it.
And what I want to do is I'm going to show you how I shut down attorneys like yourself, how I'll shut down policemen, and I'll read, right, and show you what I do, right? And if you, yourself, Artie, if you can answer my bond, you win, brother. But if you can't answer my surety bond that I have registered, you're just talking shit, brother.
I don't give a flying fuck about whatever surety bond you claim to have.
Okay, well, let's do it live, and then you put your information up, and I'll put mine up, and we'll see from there. How about that?
What information?
Don't worry about it. We're gonna do it. We'll schedule another live, and if you're such a big attorney, I'll show you what I'll put on in my defense against anything, and you shut that down, and I'm good. I'll shut up.
Okay. You say what information?
Up.
I would love to see how you won on the merits that you know, you don't have to have a license.
I don't give a fuck about your merits. I'm not here for your merits.
See that? Oh, so you don't have a winning case on the merits. Oh, that's convenient.
Come on. But those are your merits.
But
Come on now.
I love how you already admitted to it that although there's no way you'll ever see any victory because they're just gonna hide it, like the infamous the unknowing masters.
Now. So now we're gonna get. No. I know.
But what I'm saying is, if you do the live, I find that very fucking convenient that there's no way I could ever provide you evidence of this working because they want to hide it. That's very convenient, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, did we go to the moon?
What the fuck does that have anything to do with
anything?
What I'm saying?
Where's the evidence? No, my point is, everybody believes we went to the moon, but where's the evidence?
You really need to know what the evidence is.
You believe that, don't you? But if you ask NASA, they'll say they lost the tapes, but everybody believes we've been to the moon.
Oh,
so where's the tapes? Let me see it.
You actually think that's evidence?
So now I have to believe we walked on the moon, but there ain't no tapes. So you're not going to believe that a Moore won in a courtroom because it ain't on tape.
Is everybody listening to this? Everybody's listening to this, right?
Yeah, you can say, hey, you can.
I'm sorry, that's fucking amazing.
Hey,
that's the greatest argument.
Okay, Mark.
You think that the fact that NASA lost telemetry tapes is the only evidence that we went to the moon?
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't. Prove it. Marty, I'm just saying prove it, brother. Marty, don't laugh.
All right.
Prove it. Other than the video tape, prove it, Marty, because there are no tapes of us going to the moon, brother. So prove it.
I have
sitting
to,
up there giggling.
I have to ask
prove
you.
It, brother.
I have to ask you. Do you think rockets work in space?
Oh my God! Here we go. Are you proving you went to the moon?
Yes.
Let me see the video, Artie.
You've never seen the videotapes from all the Apollo missions.
Let me see the video of the space shuttle landing on the moon, Artie. That's all you have to do is shut up.
Wait, the space shuttle? Or the lunar lander?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think you need to work on your research here.
Bro, no. I don't need to work on no research. Did we walk on the moon?
Of course we did.
Okay, show me the video, Artie.
From which Apollo mission?
Oh, man, you're so full of shit. Everybody knows all that shit. All that shit's bullshit.
11, 12, 14, 15,
but we
16.
haven't been back, right? Nobody's walked on the moon since they lost that video, right?
Since the Apollo program ended in 1972, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
They cut out
man. I'm not your fool, Artie. I'm not your fool.
I can't believe you're a moon landing hoax. You think the moon? You're part of the moon.
Idiot. Boy, look.
You're part of the moon landing conspiracy.
You won't fool me. You can laugh all you want.
Look, I want to know. Do you think the Earth is flat?
Oh my God.
Honest question.
My God.
You don't think we landed on the moon, but I mean, are you a flat earther?
Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Oh Lord.
The fact that you're not answering the question is kind of disconcerting.
Lord. I didn't call you to talk about no damn flat earth, man. I just use that as you use an example and don't have a video, and I'm just saying we use an example and there's no video too. I
never said that the only evidence I'll ever. Hold on a second. I never said that the only evidence I'll ever accept for a victory is video. I'll accept an order. I'll accept order, transcripts, opinions.
I don't give a fuck. What you?
Oh, so you don't have any of that either? Okay, so you don't have any other bits of evidence, right?
And even if there wasn't, I wouldn't. Why is this even why of all the things to do, man? Everything that people are going through, this is what you got time to do is argue about this petty ass. Damn,
okay, so,
man, this is petty, man.
This is kind of I mean, it's kind of sad that you think that the only evidence that I would accept was video, when clearly I never said video was the only bits of evidence I'll accept. But now you're saying having any evidence is irrelevant to begin with. So why did we even have this discussion?
Well, I know one thing. Hey, Artie, you never addressed the conversion. What about the conversion through commerce? You never even addressed that. That's converting somebody's other identity over to something else and then taking their rights.
No,
That's
it's
called
not.
Conversion.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay,
Because
so it's not.
Because
okay,
at
you
no,
said it's not. But I can
no
read
point,
it in a book, in a commercial law book, but that's not what it means.
At no point
You're fucking unbelievable.
Dude, I know you don't have an understanding of the law, but I'm trying to educate you.
No, I don't understand. No, I'm just a dumb nigger. I can't read. I don't understand nothing.
I did not say that, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I didn't say Well,
yeah,
I mean,
whatever.
if you want,
I'm just
if you
a dumb
want,
nigga. I don't understand nothing out of a law book when I read it. I haven't gone to your Vanderbilt or Virginia law school, so I don't understand shit out of a book. Okay, you're right, brother.
I mean,
you're right. I just made it my whole life just off the whim.
If you're trying to claim that you know the law simply by thumbing through Black's Law Dictionary, yeah, I'm going to say you don't know what the fuck you're talking about because you don't understand how they're applied. Knowing and understanding the law is more than just memorizing statutes.
No, that's not all the law, man. The contract you sign with whatever entity, man, that's the law, man. The Constitution is the law, man. The supreme law of the land. I mean,
and the constitutions of the respective states are also valid law and recognized.
Right.
And guess what? The legislatures of those states have the authority to pass laws. And guess what? Those laws are applicable to everyone within the territorial boundaries of them, regardless of whether or not they explicitly consented to it. That's what you don't understand here.
No. No. Hold on, Marty. Hold on. What I'm saying is, pursuant to Title 18, U.S. Section Code 242, brother, makes it a crime for a person acting under color of law to willfully deprive a person of their right or privilege protected by the Constitution. Anybody acting under, that's federal statute, brother.
Okay.
That's a policeman, anybody acting under color of law, man, that is depriving a person of their constitutional right, brother.
Okay. What? Show
me. Be arrested.
Show me.
To show you nothing.
Show
you type
me.
In your Google.
Show me where
18,
somebody
USC, Section 242.
Show me where somebody used. Show me where somebody used 18 Section 242 in an argument saying that he was deprived of his rights because he got stopped for not having a license.
Did you hear what I just said?
I am telling you.
Damn, you just shaped that argument.
I'm asking you for the evidence that it works.
You just shaped the argument. But what I'm saying is,
just simply saying a statute doesn't mean it's applicable to the circumstances. This is why I'm calling you out on your knowledge of the law. Just simply reciting a statute does not make your argument, dude. You have to apply it.
Yes, it does. If you're operating under color of any law, we've already have. Look, when we had one of our people down here in our tribe that was violated by a policeman for the exact what you're talking about, and we applied our information, we got the exact benefit we need. Just because we don't have to put this shit out here and make it available for you clowns, you shouldn't. I don't want you to think that it's not available. But this is what we apply to ourselves, our person. If you don't see it, Artie, that's on you, man. I don't care if you don't believe that it's not happening. It doesn't matter, man. If you don't believe it, that's on you, brother.
It's not about belief.
I'm not losing no sleep because Artie has 28 people on here watching him argue with Amexem over if Amexem is selling travel rights and all this bullshit that you done brought up.
I didn't say you were doing that.
Man, you could have been playing your little weak-ass video game with your little...
You're right.
I could have been doing my thing.
And that would have been a better use of my time. I agree with you.
Right. You could have been trying to help Boricua instead of turning them in.
When have I ever turned in Boricua? Christ.
You know what you're doing, Artie.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yes.
You know what you're doing, brother. You know what you're doing.
I'm fighting back against ignorance. That's what I'm doing. You're right.
Right. Oh, so I'm ignorant because I don't agree with you, and I call you a traitor to your own people.
No, I'm calling you ignorant because you're advocating a legal principle that's going to get people in trouble.
Okay, well I call you a traitor because you claim to be Puerto Rican when you're really Boricua.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, you're a traitor. So whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. At least I'm not a traitor to my people. Yeah.
I'm not the one who's going to put his people in prison. I'm not the one who's going to end up putting his people in prison because he's advocating.
I'm going to be in prison. I'm going to be in prison. I'm going to be in prison.
Wait, are you?
Golly, man.
You're 45, right? And you just acted like that?
Gracious, bro. You and this.
That's kind of cringy,
that, man, because you sound so bro. You sound so childish talking about. That's what all Democratic people talk about, prison reform. Now you're talking about prison with me, and I'm not even. I don't even have no issues with prison.
You're the one who mocked. You're the one who mocked me like a 12-year-old, but you're calling me childish. Really?
Yeah, man, because your argument is petty, man. You're sitting here and you're talking about, oh, you're going to be going to jail because you're trying to act free. I'm just like, God damn, man. Damn, man. All the shit to be doing right now, you want to talk about, I'm going to jail because you're acting free? Come on, man. God damn. You're not that petty, man. Yeah, I know you're not that petty.
Well, I mean, you're getting kind of cringy at this point.
No, I'm not getting cringy. You're petty. You're petty, man. I mean, you have no life and you got to argue. I've never said nothing. I watched one of your videos earlier. You was going in on one of my Morris brothers, right? And you know, I had an opinion about it, but I wasn't gonna voice my opinion. But you know, you do what you do, man. You know, there's two sides to all this out here. There's a righteous side, or in your eyes, a side that's trying to be righteous, which would be me. Well, I can't call myself righteous because you're gonna tell me I'm an idiot and I can't read. So don't let me. I'm not trying to be righteous, but everybody on your side
you're trying to be righteous. It's just that you're wrong.
Everybody on your side is trying to be whatever you are. Or you just want to shine light on the people who are actually trying to fight the oppression. That's what you're trying to do. And I understand where you're coming from. But man, I think you got a bigger fish to fry somewhere else, because what you're doing, it won't.
You're right. I mean, you're probably right.
You got bigger fish to fry somewhere else.
Somebody with less than 700 subs is probably a small fry.
Yeah, because I'm not on YouTube for subs. I don't give a fuck about subs. I'm a real. I don't give a fuck about no subs, man. I was just calling and answering you because you came on my thing and talked shit. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll talk shit.
Yeah, I talk shit. I talk shit and drop knowledge.
I'm not no YouTube platformer. If I got on YouTube and only got 28 people to watch me every night, I'd get that shit up. I'd be doing something else. And if all I got is 943 subs and then 4,600 on another channel, I'd get that shit up. I'm not in it for that. So you can get your little, I don't need Patreon. I don't need all that shit. People don't need to give me money. You actually tricking people to pay you to talk shit. I don't even understand why people would even pay you Patreon to I don't even know why. Why would anybody pay you to sit up there and talk shit? What can you give back to the people?
I would say largely because I try to be entertaining and I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, so. Entertaining. Right. Yeah, you like to make people laugh and shit, right?
Well, I mean, I try.
Yeah, you try to make people laugh. Okay. Yeah, you're a real funny guy.
I'm a funny man.
Yeah, you're a real funny guy. Yeah, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
35.
Oh, God, you're a pup. Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, you've been practicing law for the last 10 years, so you got in at 25. You became a flaming traitor young.
Yep. Still waiting for that shield check, though.
Racing. Damn.
So, I mean, let me ask you, how
the
long?
Shield check. Run that by me again.
When did you? You guys like to say that we attorneys getting our money from the powers that be, Moors and other sovereign citizens.
I'm not. I never said I was a sovereign citizen.
Well, the arguments that you're advocating,
I never
fit the bill.
said I was a sovereign citizen, brother.
That's fine.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
I never said you said you were. I'm just saying that
you said Moors and other sovereign citizens. You're implying that I'm attaching myself to a sovereign citizen movement.
No, I'm applying the general label.
Okay, no, don't apply nothing generally. Be specific. Law is specific.
well, like I said, the law that you're stating on your videos are part and parcel of what other sovereign citizens claim to make.
I was a sovereign citizen on any video?
No.
Okay, thank you. So you don't need to apply that in general to me, right?
I can.
That's very easy, right? Of course you can. Yeah.
Dude, you're reading.
Of course, taint me. Yeah, taint me. Yeah, taint me.
You're reading from the same playbook, so if the shoe fits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Reading from the same playbook. Here we go again. I'll read from the Constitution, right? But everybody's screaming democracy.
The Constitution doesn't say anything about like you being able to drive without a license, though.
Oh God! Oh my God! You're stuck on that license. You stuck on the license, ain't you?
And
I think that's where your only
Supreme Court.
I think your only argument is okay. Let's say this, because I see that's where your only argument is. You don't have anything else other than
no. I have plenty more about these ideas about jurisdiction, how the law applies. You thinking that governments are corporations? We already went through all that.
Anything you want to apply, brother.
So I mean, I've already heard.
No issues,
I've heard all of these arguments before. You're not new in this game.
You didn't hear my argument.
At the ripe old age of 45, you're actually pretty new to the game.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I know so.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you: when did you find out the truth? At what age did you find out the truth against the oppressors? Let me ask you that.
He said, "When did I find out that against the oppressors?"
The truth, the truth of the situation.
I don't know what an oppressor is. What's an oppressor?
You used the term before. You should know what it is if you used it.
Yeah, you tell me what an oppressor is. What's an oppressor?
I expected you to know that. You don't know what an oppressor is?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what an oppressor is. But you don't need to ask me if you're not the oppressor. I mean,
if you know what an oppressor is, then why are you asking me about it?
Right. You're right. Why am I asking you?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, so when did you figure out your ancestry about being a Moor? Was it like 5 years ago?
I figured my ancestry out about the same time you figured out your ancestry, brother, and was amazed that I wasn't African. I was shocked and amazed. Go figure that. Hell.
So 5 years ago? 10 years ago?
Yeah, man, I'm 45, man. I forgot. That was a long time ago, brother. You're just 35. Shit.
Do you think a 10-year age gap is that big?
What was you doing in 85 then? You tell me.
Being born.
Okay, being born. Okay, well then let's go up 5 more years. In 90, what were you doing?
I was moving to North Dakota.
Right, okay. And you were 5 years old, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So let's add 10 more to that, right?
Okay.
10 years old, right? So what we at, 95 now? What were you doing, brother?
I was in Texas, going to middle school.
Oh, at 10 years old? Oh, right, you're in middle school in Texas at 95, right?
No, elementary. That's right, 95.
Oh, elementary. Oh, you're in elementary at 95,
yeah,
right?
96 and 97, I was in middle school.
Oh, okay, right. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I was getting my second MOS with my reserve unit in Egypt.
Okay.
Right.
And your point is what?
I guess I don't have a point then.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Whatever.
So
right.
The idea
of course
is...
you figured it, yeah.
I'm just kind of laughing at this idea that 10 years is
some sort
of massive gap that I don't know.
You were jacking off in elementary and I was,
and you were jacking off in Egypt.
For my country. Right. Yeah. Right. For my country. Right.
I mean, right. What other 20-year-old was doing when they were out in their MOS?
Yeah. Right.
And he calls me childish. He calls me childish, yet he does that kind of mockery. That's where I'm loving this. That's why I'm loving this idea about a 10-year age gap.
You only got 27, man. You only got 27, man. You're supposed to be and then you got sovereign citizens. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of God damn.
Well, I mean, that's the whole idea is
you're just a clown.
There are these folks who
The
read
traitors,
from the same
Puerto Rican traitor, man.
you know, these guys like
Puerto Rican
yourself who
traitor.
advocate these arguments, and people try to apply them in court or in their child custody hearings
Yep.
or in their
Well,
divorce proceedings,
if
and they always fail. And in 9 times out of 10, they get thrown in jail for contempt.
The scriptures do say we're going to be in a tremendous time, man. So we already know when a corrupt judge and a corrupt prosecutor and a corrupt public defender, when they're all in bed together, we know what time it is. We know we're not going to get proper justice. So your argument where, well, you can't even show where you've won a case doesn't even mean shit. That doesn't even mean nothing, man. We know we're in a war against y'all, man. We know people like you and the rest are against free-thinking people. We know that you're the
now it's getting
colonizer.
cringy.
So it's okay, brother. It's all right, man. We're ready and we're built for everything y'all are ready to put us through. We're already built for this.
I know it's kind of you're
We're
doing the
ready
whole
for you, man.
cringy,
You can say
you know,
whatever
us
you
versus
want.
them thing.
Because actually what you're
and
doing
that's
is
that's
you're
exactly
just
how a lot of you guys operate. You have this sort of ego where
Right.
you know the truth.
Right, I got an
you
ego.
have the
Right,
realization,
right, I got a
and you
right.
are spreading the
No.
truth. The
Right.
secret
No, I'm not
knowledge
spreading the
that
truth.
you
No, I'm
know
not spreading
that
the
nobody
truth.
else
No.
know, that the unwashed masses.
No,
That's why you're
nobody else
calling.
knows it.
That's why you're calling the black lawyers and the black pastors traitors to themselves, because they're not
Yeah, they
spreading
are.
this secret knowledge that was divined upon you back in
I
your
didn't
back
secret. I bought
after
all
you
my
finished
law books
your
out of
MOS
the
in
public
Egypt.
library. That ain't even secret. It's
You're-
not even secret.
And that's the funny part. If it's
That's
not
secret.
if it's not secret, then why isn't it working? And that's my point. If it's not a secret, then why isn't it working?
It's not supposed to work for you. It's what it works for me. I don't know. I don't understand your argument. That's what I'm saying. I'm not having any hard times, brother. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand your argument, man, with me.
I'm just
I
saying
don't have
that
any problems at all,
seem to be
brother,
the
at
only
all.
you seem to be the only person that this stuff is working on. So it's kind of curious. You might be that needle in the haystack. That
I mean, no,
that
truth
unicorn.
works for everybody. You just want to disseminate what you want to disseminate. All of our people are going through, you know, a certain amount of truth where we're getting our justice in the ways where we deserve our justice. Just because our justice doesn't look the way you think it should look doesn't mean we're not getting justice. So.
Right, when your case
already,
fails,
right.
your case is dismissed,
Hey,
and
you
you're
can say
thrown
it,
in
yeah,
jail
say
for
whatever
5
you wanna
years.
say. It's okay, man.
You're going to say that's a
I
victory.
just-
That's kind of weird.
I love you know what? I love your passion. So what it's going to make me do is it's going to make me go out next week and just try to build just that many more, at least another library for another family, so their sons can have books and have law books in there, and they can start reading at a young age, real young, like you were, like you was in your 20s when you started dealing with the law and became a master law person, would walk around with a license.
I am a
and
law
the
talking
master
guy.
Guru. Right, you're the law fucking, yeah. So yeah, you're the master law guy. So yeah, that shit's gonna save you, though. You're the man. So as long as everybody recognizes that, I guess everything will be okay. But
I mean, all I'm saying is, I have, you know, the backing of precedent and case law, and you don't. So we're gonna see who's correct.
Why wouldn't I have case law? Case law's in my bonds. I've got plenty case law. Like I told you, when you do another live, I'll put my bond up and I'll read it and I'll let you address that. And then if you can't address that, shut up. Right?
What is
I'll
your
let
what would
you
your
do that,
what
and
is
I'll
your
be the last one. No.
what is your
hold
bond
on.
intending to
Don't
prove,
come with wisdom.
though?
Don't come with wisdom yet. Hold on. If you go, you can do you
Wisdom
another
and
live.
big fuck
right?
off quotes.
Do you another live, and then all this bullshit legislative, you're a lawmaker, law talker, all this for the New Jersey, New York, whatever you deal with, you bring all that bullshit to the next live, and then I'll bring what I bring. You bring your case law to the next live, and I'll bring my case law to the next live.
All right.
Right? Okay. It's
Sounds
no
like
problem.
a plan.
No problem at all. Right. We'll get that. Let me see. What's today? Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday.
when you let's try to do that, man. Let's try to do it by Friday or so. I really got this old truck, man. I'm trying to get running, but I'm not gonna run for you. What's a good day for you?
Friday.
Tomorrow's not gonna be good for me.
I think tomorrow or Thursday ain't gonna work. I think Friday would probably be best.
Okay, and if we can't do it Friday,
I could do any time in the weekend.
Right. We'll try to do it Saturday or so. It's all good. We'll get it together.
All right, Friday or Saturday. We'll work it out later.
Right on, man.
All right, yeah, just send. You have my email address, so send me an email, and then we can talk about it through there.
I actually didn't get that. I didn't get that email you said you had sent over with some type of link or something in it, or you said you sent it to.
I posted it on your video.
Yeah, it didn't post. It didn't post. I didn't get it at all.
All right. There it is.
That's why
in my
been
chat.
A hard time. Okay.
I put it in my live chat.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
So send me an email there, and then we'll figure out the time.
Okay, man. Right on. Yeah, man. And again, man. Let me reiterate. I know everybody's not gonna be on board with the way our people are thinking, and just from my heart and from my experiences, from where I came from to where I'm at now, this is the only way our people are going to make it out of what we're going through. And no, you're not going to agree with, how we operate. However, again, like I said, man, we don't expect our, adversary to really to be on our team. So I expect for you to just be that much more sharp when I get ready to bush up this weekend as you were tonight. Right?
Sounds good.
So, right on.
All right. I await with bated breath. So,
Luke, I am your father. It's all good, man. All right, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
Yep. You take care.
Right on.
Have a good night.
Right on.
Okay. Well, that was something, right? Okay. I think I'm going to not say anything and leave it here for the night. I'll probably talk about it more, but I'm really not in the mood to have an after show type of thing. No, Mike, I'm gonna save isolation for tomorrow. I might go into voice chat, but I'm gonna end the stream here. And yeah, look forward to it on Friday or Saturday. And I will obviously post the video when we get things finalized, and we'll see what happens. So, thank you guys. Like I said, I'll be on voice chat for maybe until about 10:30, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna need to, take it easy, before going to bed. So, anyway, I'll see you guys later. I promise. Alien Isolation tomorrow. I promise. And yep, I'll talk to you guys later. Give me a second. I'll post an invite here. And yep, have a good night, guys. Thank you. Take it easy.